Previously on NatOne. With their companions missing and a big competition just hours away, Cypress, Tristan, and their newfound companion Oliver awaken to a terrible discovery. A teammate has been murdered. A whodunit unravels as the clock ticks closer and closer to the competition. Forced to compete, the heroes perform spectacularly and make it into the finals. But offstage, they are betrayed by a trusted advisor. As they apprehend the corrupt master of ceremonies, a human army descends upon the event, spreading chaos. Among those leading the attack, two familiar faces, Inara and Aramaya.
Stories whispered in dead of night. They burn our pages, but we're damned to survive. We flirt with dying, cause the fear tastes like wine. Heathens creep like demons in the moonlight. They hate our morals, we don't play by their rules. We live by a loaded die in this sick game. We're your favorite misfits and we're coming for the glory. Love to hate us cause it's scary that these rejects could be legendary. Come and have a taste, a tiny bite could poison your fate. You should know the brave, they don't fear the grave. We are the natural ones. The freaks are coming for ya. We've come to play, we are the natural ones.
The theme song! I love the theme song every time I hear it, which is not that often.
Yeah, once a week, once to twice a week.
We don't hear it in the room.
We also don't hear
it.
Yeah.
There's something going on with that.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while. I think we don't get...
It was fixed and then it was unfixed.
Was it?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we had it for a minute, but then we lost it.
Yeah, I don't know why... What happened to it?
Well, welcome to D&D. If you're watching us for the first time, welcome and we love you. If you're back with us as an old friend, welcome and we love you. We have been on the continent of Megkrun for 2 episodes now, and we've been following Cypress. You may have noticed, Cypress is not here tonight. Mr. Clayton
He's
is
losing another arm.
Yonder, adventuring in the real world. And so we'll be really excited to tune in and see what limb I take from him this time. By the end, it's just a head of Cypress. Okay.
He's just that villain from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Craig.
The brain.
Krang.
Yeah.
Craig?
Krang.
It's either Craig or Krang.
Krang.
K-R-A-N-G.
It's Greg. It's Greg.
Right, with a G. K-R-A-N-G.
Oh my god, we should just call him Grang. It's funny.
You know what? I don't think we should talk about this anymore.
His name is Greg.
His name is just Greg Neighbors, actually.
Just like my book.
The Book of Greg.
Jason is zooming in because he's got the RISPA.
Jason's sick, so he's now zooming in.
We also didn't want to see him in person today.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're falling.
And he felt that ahead of time, and so called in this morning and said, you know what? For you guys, I'm going to zoom in tonight.
But they all color coordinated and did not tell me.
Jason and I are matching.
Wow, we did. And I matched.
Yeah, it looks sort
kind
of
match
same
your
on
hair
camera.
and your color.
Yeah.
Look at us on camera.
I know. Yeah, Michelle, why didn't you get the memo?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Michelle,
because we were texting in our other text group without
she's just
Michelle.
so
I've got a green...
contrary, you know.
What do you mean? I am matching, you guys.
Okay, I guess you can hang out with us a little, Michelle.
Thanks.
You can play D&D with us.
Thank you so much.
Oh, so I'm guessing Michelle gave Jason her sickness.
Oh, yeah. No, mine is allergies.
Yeah, same.
It's still her fault.
Yeah, mine is allergies as diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is not.
Yeah. Sucks for you, because all I have to do is take a extra strength Claritin now.
Oh, honestly, I'm jealous of that.
Okay, so we've been following the story of Cypress and Tristan as they have met the lovable Oliver, and you guys have been putting together a show and trying to uncover a mystery, and you've met Pollyanna Cracker along the way, and Pollyanna was working with an adverse team led by the semi-villainous Talon McClaw. And Pollyanna, last minute, had a change of heart and abandoned her professional tree toot team to join yours when one of your team members was mysteriously murdered. You guys have been trying to get to the bottom of that, and you finally did when you were offered illegal drugs by the head of ceremonies. You denied them, at which point he signaled an attack against you guys by a Termina army, which is what they're calling the humans on this continent. There is a history that you guys have already learned about between the Terminas and the Owlins that live here. According to Oliver, do you want to summarize it?
So the Terminas were a human army, and they basically were like termites. And wherever they went, they would over farm and tear down things and whatever. So they had originally gone to the Owlins' original continent, which is no longer because they completely destroyed it. And then they moved on to the Dentrians' continent at Micron. And the Owlins came to help the Dentrians, and with their forces combined, they defeated the Terminas. And so now they're no longer allowed. Well, they were no longer allowed.
Right. So that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
And then as of 100 years ago, they are officially allowed
back.
in the Owlin cities. But they're still very few and far between as they're treated with heavy racism. So they also live pretty far away from, I think, your village. So it takes them a couple days to get there. So I think there's at least a day to get you there. So I don't think you do see them very often.
Greg,
Yes.
can I just a lore question for Tristan? Am I looking at these humans with like total shock because I've never seen another of my species outside of my village?
You do, and even on
you haven't?
even on your continent,
Yeah,
humans are not
they're
very
not
common.
humans.
You have
Right, right.
Yeah, you live like in a small bubble of humans that exist, and I think that's up to you to decide. You know, that's totally up to you to decide. You do know that humans are not natural to the Feywild. I think it's mostly well known, and a lot of people have crazy beliefs about humans here.
Oh, yeah.
Like their blood is
Tristan has
acid.
encountered, yes.
Okay, are we ready to go?
Well, did you recap what happened at the very end?
Well, then at the very end of our episode, that's a
There we
good
go.
point. Then at the very end of the episode,
Well, we made it to the final round.
you guys, yes, they
We
did.
did incredibly.
We did.
With-
we were
yeah,
second, but
With
crushed
we
it.
did.
by the
well.
way, Anna made you roll for it, and like I rolled for everyone, and you fairly made it to the second round. I had alternate plots. I had alternate plots ready to go if you didn't make it to the finals.
but
But
we're
we
just
did
so
because of our
talented.
talent.
But you did
Yeah.
And our
because of your
training.
talent
Yeah,
and your
and our
training
dedication.
and that good rehearsal really did pay off.
Yeah.
Because you only beat the team below you by 1 point. So you guys did the initial performance, and before the final round, you rejected the illegal drugs, which was a trick. He was trying to poison you, and you defeated him, and you pulled him on stage to tell the whole tribe what he had done. And as you started to do that, explosions went off in the audience, and a lot of the Owlins tried to fly away, and nets started shooting out of the forest and pulling them down as Termina soldiers launch an attack. In those Termina soldiers, on stage, Tristan, I think you catch the faces of your dear companions, Inara and Aramaya, at the front of this battle.
Yes. Yeah.
We're going to pick up right there.
Music.
Ooh, music.
It's so quiet. It's so quiet.
Let's get some music. This is a very epic moment as battle starts breaking out all over the place. Tristan, you are on stage with your companions. including Oliver, including Pollyanna. You'll both be swapping characters tonight, by the way. Do you still have Pollyanna?
I gave the sheet back
Yeah.
to you.
You did, which means I have Pollyanna. Oh. Ooh, Pollyanna has seen better days.
Oh my goodness, Pollyanna,
Oh,
no.
no.
This battle's really
Pollyanna.
affecting
Polly's
her.
sad.
Okay, so on stage we have Oliver Hootman, Pollyanna Cracker, Tristan, whatever your last name is.
Carnu.
What is it?
Carnu.
Oh, Cairnew.
It's spelled funky, but it's like Carenew.
Tristan
Aramaya does not have a last name.
You don't all need a last name.
Okay.
Tristan Cairnew and Cypress, who also doesn't have a last name.
Oh, okay.
And just as you catch the faces of your trusted companions, an explosion goes off on the stage. Everyone who is on that stage I just listed, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh!
Nat 1!
Let me
That
know
is
one. Start the night.
starting the night off with a cheers, everyone.
Starting it off
We
right,
are
everybody.
doing well already. This is a cheers to our lovely audience. This is a cheers to ourselves for failing.
Well, Tristan and I did not do well.
Inara, your senses kick in. And
Oh, wait,
sorry,
that
you're
was
not
Pollyanna.
Inara. Pollyanna.
Yeah.
Your senses kick in. And let's give one for Tristan. Dex on a druid is not what they're going for, so I'm guessing
Wait,
he has pretty low.
you need me to roll again?
No, sorry. I mean Cypress.
Oh, Cypress.
Okay, Cypress does well too. So Cypress and Inara, you both sense that this is about to happen and get to move off the stage. Sorry, I said Inara again. It's Pollyanna.
It's Pollyanna.
Cypress and Pollyanna go to move off the stage, and they don't take the full brunt of this explosion that throws all of you. Oh man, what a weak ass explosion!
Oh, another Nat 1.
Oh,
but
shit,
that doesn't
another
count.
one.
It is
Does
a
that
1.
count?
You know, usually I don't do it for a 1 on a
But
damage roll. But let's start it off with a
cheers,
special
cheers.
double cheers.
Double
That's right, kicking the
cheers.
night
Look
off
at
right. Kicking the night off right.
Double cheers time.
If you've never played Drunken D&D, you haven't watched us before.
It's your first time.
Okay. Boom. Tristan, you're knocked off the stage. You're blown off the stage, and you take a whopping 1 point of damage.
Oof.
Ouchie.
Ouchie.
Me too?
Ouchie.
Did you fail?
Yeah, I rolled a Nat
Oh
1.
yeah, you rolled it out. Yeah, you know what? You take 2 points of damage.
Why?
Oh whoa.
Nar.
Hot mama.
Arr,
Hot mama. We're coming in hot tonight. Okay, and Aramaya Inara, flipping. You guys are running into this battle.
Do we get paid double tonight because we're playing 2 different characters?
You do get paid double tonight.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0-0, baby.
Hey, can you do that again? I want to see what it looks like on the screen.
You can't
Wait,
even
what?
see it.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
That's great. That's good.
Greg, they want. Yes, it is. Win. Yes, it is.
Yes, I thought, hey, why don't we sell a worthless hoodie that doesn't have arms? So it's like, well, what situation do we
It's
wear it
cute,
for?
actually.
Well, I like it for like the fashion of it, but it is kind of a
Like it doesn't keep you warm.
ineffective.
But
Yeah.
it makes you look like Hallmark movie boy.
yeah, exactly. Totally.
It's very 90s.
It's totally 90s, which is back.
Which is back.
Battle.
Okay, battle. We're battling. Actually,
You
we're
said
not.
you switched. to
we're not
Aramaya
battling.
and
Oh, yeah.
Inara.
We switched to.
We're doing the
Aramaya
right
and
thing,
Inara.
Aramaya.
Yeah.
You guys are running into this battle. Before you guys catch the faces of your friends on stage, the explosion happens. So I think Tristan.
We caused it, right?
Well,
Aramaya?
someone from your squad
Oh,
caused
yeah.
it. Tristan, you semi-catch the faces of your friends, and then boom, and you're blown away into a different area where a lot of action is already unfolding. But as we get into this complex situation, questions must be arising from our dear audience members of how did Aramaya and Inara fall into this scenario? And to answer that, we will have to travel back 3 days in time.
3 whole days.
That's our special effects,
We
you guys.
did a really good job. I think.
We spent
That
$1
was
million
If we
on
fast
that.
forward it, do you think if we flipped that, do you think we'd be saying words?
I think it absolutely. I
Yeah,
think you
it's
did
about.
that.
It's going to be what
by-
we're about to say.
That's an
Oh, yeah,
instinctive
yeah.
thing. That's actually.
We're going to see what it is.
You find that in nature a lot, backwards speaking like that.
Totally.
The girls step through the portal. Now, both of you were immediately contacted by your friends on the telefan. And as you're talking to them on the fans, you're looking back at the portal and it's no longer responding. So it's no longer open. In fact, you guys step through it, and as soon as you do, it seems to just go away. Much like the other portal that you have not seen, that your companions came out of, it's made up of trees that are interlocked, and there are the standard symbols etched into the trees, but it's less of an actual structure than any of the portals you've previously encountered, with the maybe exception of the exit door in Dasaklub, which was a pretty weird one as well. So you guys get a fan call. You get a fan call, and as you're here, do we want to do this?
I'm
I think
the
we should
rainbow. I'm Rainbow. She's dead.
I'm
she's
Daddy.
She's daddy. Here you go. Okay, so we were like mid-call.
We are?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, why don't you, where are you guys?
Where are you guys?
What do you mean? We went through the portal and you guys
Wait,
aren't
who are
here.
you, Cypress?
I'm Cypress, yeah.
Okay.
Obviously
and
not
you guys aren't
Cyprus
here.
because we would be in the same location and
I
we're
don't
clearly
understand.
not.
We walked through the portal. I don't know where you were. Right behind us. Where did you go?
You guys, when you walked through, something weird happened. A giant wave of energy blasted us back, and then one of the runes on the portal changed.
Did you fart?
Interesting.
Okay,
Is
so
that a real question?
I think
No, in the game.
I was like, I didn't fart.
I
In
think
the game.
Well, what I was going to say is that's
Girls,
an
stop
interesting
fighting about
hypothesis. What if you walked sideways and one person walked backward, but we were walking forward and that caused a shift in the energy of the portal?
And as you're speaking, and he says, well, I think what we should do, a chameleon, a dinosaur-sized chameleon, shoots out its split tongue, catching both of those telefans and pulling them into its
Not
mouth.
the
No!
telefans. Are they prey proof or villain proof? Is there insurance on it?
You'll have to talk to
I don't understand what
creator,
insurance is.
which
You
may
have
or may not
insurance?
be
Where you
Renlock
come
Renier.
from?
As you
We
both
even have
see
money.
the monstrous dinosaur-sized chameleon bearing down upon you with its eyes flitting in different directions, you hear a series of strange whirls, hoots, and clicks amongst the trees all around you. Suddenly, arrows fling into the chameleon's face as nets launch all around it. The nets aren't that large enough to do much on their own, but they're built to intertwine with each other when they meet, so they quickly create a massive unit in a shockingly well-choreographed manner. 6 green armor-clad warriors leap from branches in the trees and impale the chameleon with spears, killing it instantly. The hunters stay on guard, however, for longer than you'd expect, at least 10 seconds. You then realize they're holding their guard for a reason, and that reason is you.
That thing ate my telefan.
We mean no harm.
One of them drops down from a tall branch in an impressive display of acrobatics.
Roll for it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do it.
Do you want me to?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I want to see how impressive this is.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's impressive.
It had better be.
It had better be. Because he has the belief of the
It had
DM, he
butterbean.
gets to roll with advantage. And for his dex, you get a good bonus. Oh, a 16 plus 5, a 21.
Okay.
Wow.
A
That's
very
Wow,
impressive.
that was
Whoa,
impressive.
you rolled a
Goodness.
double 16?
I rolled double 16, so I didn't even need the.
Shit.
Yeah, I think that means I get a bonus turn.
Wow.
No,
That's
not
what that
right.
means. I
It's
get a
no-
bonus turn.
Hang on, I'm writing that
No.
down.
Just for DM.
Double.
Just
Oh,
for DM.
DM roll. The DM double, of course.
Right.
Right.
Although they are wearing green armor, you can now get a closer look. The armor is not metallic. It looks to be dried and reinforced plant life, quite thick but very flexible. This armor would be great against teeth or claws, but not too helpful up against a sword or anything longer than 6 inches. As the figure gets closer, you realize that they are quite short when compared to you.
Oh, they're shorter.
Hello.
Are you elves?
What language? We understand them?
They are
They're
speaking
right?
common.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Are you
Are
elves?
you human?
Elves are magic. Do you work for the overlords?
No,
Huh?
we don't know any
Well-
overlords.
Who do you mean?
The great ones, the gods of the forest.
Oh no, that doesn't sound right.
You have weapons.
Yes.
Sort of, barely.
Our hands. And I do a little shink.
And intellect can be as sharp as a weapon.
Some of them gasp as you show magic. Is that what you just did? Like you did
Yeah, like a
something
little
magical?
fireball.
And he puts his hand up.
Oh, but I don't mean harm. You literally put your hand up in front of Michelle's face.
Help! Somebody help me! No! No! Somebody help!
You dumb. I mean no harm. I was just showing that I have a little bit of magic in my hands.
Maybe it's not a good idea to tell everyone all the time.
I thought maybe.
Where
just
did you
wanna
come
be
from?
honest.
This portal.
We just came from Tanky Gibbon.
What?
Isn't
Is
that where we came from?
We're
Is that
not
another
from-
language?
We're not from here.
We're not from
We're just
here. We're a
visiting.
You
little
came through the
lost.
witch's knot. They point. You did just kind of come through it, so they point
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't know that's what it's called, but yes.
to it. Yeah, that's what
Yes.
they're calling
For
it.
some
No, I'm
reason,
telling
I'm
the guy.
uncomfortable with that terminology.
A witch is not?
Yeah, I don't know. Feels weird.
How did you make
Oh.
it work?
We didn't. We just walked through it. It worked in Tanky Gibbon.
Yeah.
But we got separated from our teammates.
Have you seen 2 other tall people?
One of them
Or
is a
one of
human
them-
like
one of them-
you.
Yeah.
The soldier removes his helmet, and you are somewhat surprised to see that he is. Here we go, showing you a picture.
Oh, he's a little boy.
No more than
It's a
11,
little lost boy.
Little lost boy.
10 or 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
He looks up at you both with independent, determined, innocent eyes.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Magic
Froggy.
tricks right there.
What
He
are your
doesn't have
names?
shoulders. It looks like he doesn't have shoulders.
Hello, Froggy.
Hi,
I do have
Froggy.
shoulders.
They blend into the background.
He's wearing green too.
Your camouflage is excellent.
Thank you.
Hi, Froggy. My name is Adamaya. This is my friend Inara.
Hello.
And we're just a little lost. Can you tell us where we are?
You're near the outskirts of the forest, close to the Deadlands.
On the continent.
What? Yeah, which forest?
Necroon?
Ooh, that's a new one.
Where were we going again?
IDK.
something
Oh, we
with
were
an
gonna go
I
fix
or a
cypresses.
B. Yeah, I know, but what was the
No, we
name of
didn't
that
know. We
place?
just took the portal.
We didn't know where the portal was going?
No.
Oh, okay,
It
great.
was a shot in the dark, I think.
So we're lost.
Yeah, we're
We were
lost.
trying to find an arm for our armless friend.
So you really don't know who the overlords are?
No.
No.
And you use magic.
Yes.
Will you come with me to my home?
Sure, okay.
And he gives a signal, and as soon as he gives the
Single
signal,
word.
all of the soldiers relax and become immediately playful, and you can start to tell that all of them are quite young.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I was about to roll perception.
But they might
or
just look
insight.
young. We don't know
I'm gonna
how
perceive.
old
If I
people-
want to perceive them, it's insight, right?
So that insight is someone lying to me, is someone telling me the truth. If you just want to
If I
observe
just want
the
to see,
people,
are they
perception.
safe people? Yeah, okay. Because we don't know them. I rolled a 20.
Wow.
Oh, a nat 20?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they are... So, here's what you observe. You observe that they are highly skilled as a hunting group. They work incredibly well as a team. They are very good with tools, but yes, they are mostly small in stature. Some of them...
And they don't look like they're going to kill us or something.
They don't seem like they're going to kill you at all.
Okay. Okay, great. Then yeah, let's go to your village. What's it called? Sorry, what's the name of your village called?
We just call it the Skids.
Sorry, the what?
Skids.
The Skids. You'll see what I mean. He takes you guys through. You're escorted by about a dozen of these hunters. Actually, he gives the signal for the hunters to stay back and break down the Gamillion so they can take it back, so they can eat and harvest it. And not long as you travel through the jungle, you reach the end of the forest. Beyond, the skids. The skids are well named. This patch of dead land reaches roughly 100 acres, which, if you're wondering, is about the size of Disneyland. Much of this area is directly touching the mist. Half the
Do we
skids.
see mist otters?
Well, if you want to go up to the mist, you may. Half the
I don't know. I
skids.
wouldn't really, but you might
I
want
would,
to
but
see.
it's not really the time.
Half the skids is made up of well-constructed shelters, communal lodges, weaponsmith, refinery tool, plant working areas, training areas. The other half is just dead land. Almost everywhere you look, everyone you see is more or less a child. The average age is about 15. The oldest people you see look to be in their early to mid-20s, but their faces are covered in a strange green rash.
Oh.
You can actually catch hints of this rash appearing already on some of the early teens.
Is that something that is... How do you... Do you need healing?
Oh, Fey rot. It's just part of life. You get it as you become an old man, like some of them. And he points to like a 22-year-old.
Feywild.
And is it...
Contagious?
is it contractable?
Well, there's a lot of thoughts about Fey rot. Actually, funny you should ask, because he's led you guys to another area where there is a boy, roughly looks maybe 17 years old. His face is already heavily affected by what they're calling Fey rot. Inara, this boy, is staring at you with very wide eyes.
Hello.
Beautiful day. Beautiful day, isn't it? Are you an elf?
Mm-hmm.
Here's who you're talking to.
How old are you?
I am too old
Okay.
for a 12-year-old boy.
I was just
But now
double
this one-
checking.
This
I'm
one's 17.
too old for a 17-year-old
17.
mortal boy.
But you're a teenager.
For us. Oh my
Okay.
god, it's
Who? Who is that?
Will with 3 L's.
With 3 L's. That's how I spell his name.
Okay. Shockingly, I'm sort of flattered by his attention all of a sudden.
That's funny.
Funny you should note that his name is Will with 3 L's. He's very particular when he tells you that.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Inside joke, and we're never going to explain it. You'll just have
No.
to figure it out. You want to learn the answer? Show up on Thursdays, because that's when we talk about
That's when we talk about everything.
That's when we talk about everything. Beautiful. Are you an elf?
Yes, I've already answered this. How long do your people live?
Roughly 75 to 80 moons.
Wait, moons. And then how do you chart a moon?
He explains the basics of it to you, and you gather that maybe there's 4 moons to a year.
Okay.
I have math well.
It's
Bianca
like 20
doesn't math
years.
well,
Meaning they
so-
are living to be at roughly 20 to
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, I don't.
In my
Good job,
head.
honestly.
Thank
I don't,
you
Yeah,
so much.
it's very impressive. I don't math.
Sorry if I seem surprised. We've never seen any elves. There are stories from our ancestors that elves once came here, but we've never seen any ourselves. I didn't know that you'd be so...
Who are these overlords?
Yeah, are you alone here?
What do you mean alone? We have...
Is it just this settlement and you somehow are all surviving on your own? Because then I have a theory about the Fey rot.
if you have
Are
a
they
theory about the
bathing
Feywild,
Inbreeding. I
themselves?
think it might be
Oh,
inbreeding.
I was thinking it was like a sanitary hygiene situation.
I will. Yeah, that's an honest guess.
we are the only termina on the continent.
So you're not human? What's Termina?
They are human.
I know, I'm acting as
Oh.
Maya.
What is it?
Yeah,
No.
we don't know.
What is a human?
I'm just
Oh.
gonna like take a look at his ears, and he's like clearly human.
He's
right?
clearly human.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Humans are Is your blood acid or perhaps your spit?
Well, looking around and seeing like the green rot on people's face, it does seem like maybe their blood might be acidic.
That's why I'm asking. I just need clarification. Does your blood when you spit on something or when you bleed on something, does it make it sizzle, boil, and disappear?
No.
Oh.
Who are these overlords that Frogger was talking? Froggy was
Frog.
talking about?
Would
Frog?
you both please follow me, and I'll answer all your questions. But
Okay.
I'd like you to see something. He follows you through the
have magic.
trenches of
History.
this
Yeah,
we have
area,
magic.
and Froggy is following along, just kind of like looking very, very stern and very professional. And he leads you into an area that is a large tent. It's casually guarded by half a dozen kids or so. They stare at you, mostly in surprise. Welcome.
Hey, Jason Michael Snow.
It's Jason.
It's just Jason.
Nobody
Don't
get excited.
Nobody get
Oh, it's
excited.
just Jason.
Ugh. Brutal.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's call it a night.
All right. Thanks, guys, so much.
Bye,
Happy
everyone.
New
See
Year.
you
later.
See
Yeah.
you later.
Yeah, we'll see you 24. We're taking 23 off.
The whole year. We'll see you back in 2024.
Oh, what is that?
Okay, you've gone into this tent where about half a dozen kids are kind of like waiting outside. And inside, you see a young woman, mid-20s, who's almost entirely green. She's different shades of green. She's on a bed. And he points to her and he says, Sarah, she's been our leader for most of our lives. She sacrificed everything for us. She's the best we have. But she's lived a long life. They say she'll be dead within the next few days.
Sarah. What
man.
what a unique name.
I rolled for
I'm also
medicine,
not
but
touching
I got a
anything.
9.
I'm in the tent like this.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I rolled for medicine.
What did you get?
I got a 9.
Yeah, you don't know how to help her.
26. A natural 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
You know exactly what this is.
Oh, okay.
And you've never seen anything quite like it, however. This is magic sickness.
Oh,
This
okay.
is something you've heard of with non-magical races, such as a human. If they are thrown into the Feywild over a long period of time, longer than what you're seeing here, over a long period of time, they will develop a sickness from the magic that surrounds them, in a way, rejecting them from the universe.
Okay.
This usually takes 50 to 75 years. A person can spend most of their life in the Feywild naturally before...
I was going to say, because
But this is like madly accelerated.
But this is madly accelerated. And as you're like looking at it, someone steps into the tent. He says, "We can stop it." Will introduces you to the man who just entered. Everyone, Will introduces you to the
thank
man who just entered. Everyone, this is Colin. He's next in line. He'll be acting as the current leader. At this point, I'm going to pass Will over to Jason Michael Snow.
Oh, Jason.
How you
Jason
feeling?
still there?
Is Jason
Oh,
still
he's there.
Hi,
there?
everybody. Yeah, no, I'm here.
How are we feeling, Will?
Okay, Will.
Okay, here, I'll give you a little like synopsis. Will is 17, which in this society is a full man of many years, a leader. He's 2/3 through his life. He believes in what's best. He has a good heart, and he doesn't believe much in the superstition of his people.
So he's not superstitious. He's just a little stitious.
He's just like, let's leave. That was good.
It's the opposite.
He's
That wasn't
understitious.
He's understitious?
He's semi-stitious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's semi-stitious.
Yeah.
He's more interested in surviving, for example, whereas some of the others obsess about fighting back against the overlords. He's more practical and thinks that life should just be lived to the best. That said, he is very noble and very good-hearted. You got him?
I got him.
Okay, let's hear how you doing, Will. Will.
Oh, it's really tough.
You nailed him.
He's very soft-spoken.
You nailed him.
Thank you.
It's very soft-spoken. It's hard to hear.
He's very soft-spoken.
Yeah.
Colin, the
he
next in
gets-
line,
Yeah, Colin.
he says, I am the next in line and I'm acting as the current leader, but I do not wish to. Sarah deserves to lead us and she should continue to. There is a cure for Feyrot.
What's the cure?
Wait, do I know wouldn't be a cure, right? 'Cause it's just
You don't know
out,
what
right?
it would be.
Yeah, I've never heard of a cure.
Yeah. To leave the Feywild.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, and I think I would interrupt and just be like, actually maybe I wouldn't.
Do you not, or do you?
I think I go, actually, and then everyone covered in Feyrot turns to look at me, and I'm like, never mind.
Colin looks back at Will and he says, you won't back me up on this? Will, I don't think you really believe in the cure for Feyrot.
Colin, enough.
The stories
All
are
right.
true, Will.
She-
Our ancestors came here from another world. They were trapped by demons in the forest.
Can I interrupt him for 1 second?
Yeah.
And I look over. Her name's Sarah.
Yeah.
I look over at Sarah's bed and I say, not here, not in front of her. I won't tell you this again. Let's go outside and talk about this.
Oh, Will.
Colin gets a dark look and then turns around and walks outside.
I follow.
And I follow too.
What is?
Is that the music?
Oh, that's the music. It's.
I was gonna
quiet
say it might just be me coughing.
Oh, that's
No.
not at all where I wish us to be.
Okay, I was like, I couldn't tell what
I
the
have
music
not
was.
heard that. I wonder how loud that music's been because I have not been hearing it. That is not the music that matches the situation.
Is there? What do we see in the? Is there anything to look at in the room? And near Sarah. Is there anything around her?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
you're
now
being
you're
let out of the
alone with
room,
her.
but there's not too
but
much.
like as we're looking at, what am I looking?
They have
at
some
as we're leaving?
basic herbal stuff. They have
Oh,
some
okay.
like medicine that will treat it won't treat conditions. It will just treat symptoms.
Yeah.
It's that kind of stuff to
Okay.
ease her suffering.
As
But she's at this point comatose.
As we step outside, I think like before Colin can speak, I'm just gonna say, I don't want to jump in the middle of what's clearly very personal business, but we are outsiders. We do have access to magic. Maybe if you could tell us everything from the beginning of your time here as a people, as folk, we could understand a bit better and maybe help.
Yes.
Greg, contextually, what are we, aside from these humans showing up, what are we dealing with? Like, pretending that they didn't show up, what would today have been like?
You mean the elves didn't show up?
Yeah,
the elves. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So we are a hunter-gatherer society. We live in poverty. It's completely like poverty-stricken. We don't have much. We barely survive the forest, and we go in to hunt things. You, Will, are one of the leaders in town, lower level, but in leadership position. And I think you are it's very Island of the Flies. Or what? Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies?
It's very Lord of the Flies. They are better because they've been here now for so many generations because they only live into their 20s. And so the events that unfurled happened hundreds of years ago, which some of the Dentro, for example, lived through. But to these people in particular, this is 20 generations ago. These are fairy tales to you. You know what I mean? It's like talking about the Bible and people being like it was real, and you're like it's not real, and they're like it is real.
So the debate that I'm having with Colin about Sarah's welfare is A, one we've had a lot, and B, one that he's insisting on like old magic that I'm trying to be progressive and say that that's not the way of the world and that's not the way that we should be living anymore.
Yes, but Colin is officially the leader while Sarah is unable to act. So he does have rank on you. Colin answers the question of like, can you explain this from the get-go? And Colin, who truly believes in the history of his people, responds, our ancestors came from another world, and they were trapped in the forest by demons that take the shape of 40-foot tall trees. They appear before you, and they offer you their flesh, which of course appears simply as berries or bark or leaves. And my people, they accepted, and we ate upon the flesh of the demons, and in doing so we were cursed with the Feywild. They banished us shortly after to this small dead place. Our ancestors tried to leave the world, but they could no longer. Something had changed. We were trapped. But the rot, it continued through the blood. And now, no matter what we do, it will feed upon us. The woods do not want us here, but they will not let us leave.
So that's who the overlords are.
The overlords are monstrosities, gods who live in the forest. They are ancient, they are powerful,
and
they have cursed us.
Aren't we around trees right now?
Those are not the overlords.
And we're kind of like where it's like thinner, right, on the outskirts.
Yeah. He says, no. They live deeper in the woods.
And do they know?
You would know one if you saw it.
Do they know that you've survived? Your folk have survived this long?
They banished us here hundreds of years ago. They know we exist. We've tried to reach out to their people, to the people of the forest, the Owlins and the others, but they treat us with cruelty and hatred. They look down upon us. We do what we can to survive. Sarah was recently contacted by an elder council member in one of the Owlin boroughs. He wanted us to take out a team in some silly competition, but Sarah fell ill before she could respond, so it fell to me. I accepted the offer. He cleared a path for us into their home, and I've used it to ready an all-out assault.
What's the competition?
Something silly. They like to play games, the owls and the tree people. While we suffer, while we die, while we watch our brothers and our children fall.
I have a question.
And then I want to jump in and add on to that and be like, while we could be looking for other ways of living, but instead my people insist on holding to this battle, this grudge that has raged on for centuries, and insist on keeping us stuck in the past. There's nothing for us but death.
We used to live, Our ancestors lived 4 or 5 times longer than we live. Our lives have been robbed from us, from entities that are too powerful for us to resist. And those like yourself are too cowardly to face the truth. You would rather die a slave, but I would rather die fighting.
And what kind of life is that? To go back to the people who have oppressed us, who infected us to begin with? Our best course of action is forward and away and through and anywhere as far from these monstrosities as we can get. But you won't do that, and instead you insist on finding a cure and working with these people, these monsters who have, as you've said, enslaved us for centuries. I don't understand, Colin, and I never will.
There is a cure, Will.
What is the
Have
cure?
you seen proof of this cure?
The cure is the same thing that caused this, the flesh of the gods. It used to give us power. It used to give us magic. We used it to build a better society, and when they took it from us, it became our curse.
Old spinster stories. That's all this is. That's all you're going off
You're
of.
putting together like what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Something about this makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like if you
they came and they got hooked
Yeah.
on this highly magical thing that gave them magical properties. And then when it was taken away from them, they went through a form of withdrawal.
Yeah.
And that like sickness that's inside of them has been passed down genetically.
Yeah. I don't agree maybe with violence, but I
Hey!
Thank
for
you,
the sub.
Thor. I don't agree with violence, but I will say, based on my knowledge of this, which I believe to be sort of an alchemical and biological magical withdrawal when put too close to the source without acclimation and then taken away without any guidance, I do think that if they were re-exposed to the triggering effect, over time they could lose their dependency on it and sustain themselves.
What does that mean?
You might just need to eat some more of the fruit slowly and slowly.
You see, Will, even the elves know that this is to be
I don't
true.
think violence is, but surely if you go to the overlords and you tell them that all you need to sustain yourselves for healthy lifespans, which I would consider to be about 3 times what you're expected to live now, you just need to nibble on some of the fruits of the flesh.
I want to understand why they just took it away.
Exactly.
Why did they take it away from your ancestors?
Maybe they don't understand.
You're asking questions.
You said they offered it to your ancestors and then they just decided to take it away at some point.
You're asking questions about 20 generations ago. We have very little information.
I guess I'm just trying to understand what we're about to go up against.
Oh, only an entire army of hundreds of thousands of sorcerer birds. And their 50, 60, 70 metered tall tree friends who possess the very flesh that our fearless leader here says we need to eat of. Or you, weird human girl with the pointy ears.
No, you had a crush on me and you liked me, Will.
Oh,
What?
You have a crush on
You
her.
have a crush on her!
You have to be nice to me.
Oh, I forgot.
She's got you
Okay,
there.
sorry. Let me start this file.
Jason's thought you said you a crush on a girl.
These weird giants that we have to go up against, according to our fearless leader, or you, attractive human with the pointy ears. And now I'm feeling very conflicted.
Sorry, I have a quick question. Owlins, I know they exist here, but they exist in other continents too? In our world, or are we just saying that owlins only exist in Mikrun?
I don't think you've seen owlins before.
Okay, so I've never seen them. Okay,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just
so
curious.
actually, as they're talking about the owlins, I think you guys are picturing something like harpies.
I
like
am.
Something more creature-like.
I'm picturing
than-
like
I
a-
don't know what that. Bianca doesn't know what a harpy is.
Oh, it's like
Oh.
it's like a woman bird that claws you and screeches at you.
Ooh.
It's like
Okay.
it's like
They're
a
gnarly.
Greek monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm saying you're thinking of them more like creatures than you are like a type of person, or a type of being that has civilization and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely imagining that it's some sort of sentient tree-like being that they have mistaken for trees. But if they did offer themselves, there was some kind of weird misunderstanding, and now they got to go back for the daddy juice. You know what I mean?
I think looking around, you guys see this camp of children
That I know.
that
that's what I
are
was about to
dying.
say.
Yeah, totally. I'm
So like it's pretty easy to kind of like, I think it's pretty easy for both of you to kind of fall into wanting to help them.
No, I do. I
Yeah.
guess Adamaya's thing is like, we're about to fight giant tree things with flying,
She wants to know more.
magical owls.
So you have heard
like,
about.
Can we do that with a bunch of children?
You've heard about. You know what an ent is. That is basically a giant living tree.
Mm-hmm.
These are not the same thing. They are actually much larger than ents typically are. But you don't know that. But the idea of a giant living tree
Regardless.
is not too crazy to you.
Well, yeah, but sorry, I just meant like regardless going up against a giant living tree
Oh, yeah.
with children sounds.
But would we?
Crazy.
I would have.
But you also just saw them take out a huge
That's true,
dinosaur.
that's true.
They're
And-
extremely good at what they do.
I think like maybe we step aside and we talk while they argue.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we should help
Will,
them.
you're still upset because I told you that
they're gonna
eyeshadow
argue
would
for us.
never work.
Colin, I can't believe that you would ever.
Oh, very good, Jason. Very good.
Oh, Will, just speak up.
No, he was was walking away. It's as we were
Oh,
walking
I
away.
see, I see.
You didn't even get what he was doing.
Now
Thank
I
you,
got
Bianca.
it,
Thank you for
Jason.
seeing me,
No.
Bianca.
No.
I got it. I
mean-
see you, Jason. Yes, we should help them. I'm just a little worried to go against giant tree people.
Well, I don't think it's about going against anything. It doesn't have to be a fight. Maybe we can get the knowledgeable, more attractive one. Will, I believe.
How old are you?
Now, you look like a
Are you-
17-year-old. That's the thing.
I don't know to answer that question. Listen,
You and
I'm a little bit older, sure.
He just looks like
Okay,
like
look,
a child.
we could make Will 19 or 20
Hey,
if
we're
it's
having
easier.
our own conversation here. Excuse us.
I want him to be
Okay.
flirtable.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, then
we're
he should have
having
been a
a
little
conversation.
older. He should have
Okay,
been a little
well,
older.
because I thought you've been playing her like a teenager, so I was trying to aim him at your
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
So I'm gonna say he's 19 because
Okay.
he does have a fair amount of Feyrod.
Okay.
Okay, that is a little better.
Okay, he's
If you're
19.
16. I
But
didn't
I'm
realize
like
you were so young.
17
But-
in I'm 17 for an elf. I'm 35, 34
For
for
a
a human.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm 17, basically.
Okay, anyway, we're having our own conversation. Please stop
Okay.
talking to us.
I think. What if we just go and make a big splash and say, "Hey, we've got these kids here, and we gotta talk to you." You know?
I don't like the idea of a big splash.
Okay.
We want a lot of strategy if we're going to infiltrate wherever we're going, whatever this competition is at. But I do think it'd be great if we could maybe try and have a conversation with one of these giant tree things.
He did say something about a contest. So what if we went in at a really crucial time at the contest and just made an announcement? Said, "We're here peacefully and
still
we want to
don't-
get your attention."
I would love to talk to someone one-on-one. I just feel like going in guns blazing. Oh, I don't know what guns. Oh, I know what guns are. You don't know what guns are.
Your people use guns.
I don't
Who's
want to
guns
just go in.
placing?
It's a weapon.
Guns placing.
I don't want to go in guns blazing and cause a giant stir. Maybe we can try to
Have a
talk to
guns
them.
blazing.
You don't have to have one. Maybe if we tried talking to them, it doesn't make sense why they would just pull away their resources.
I
from
agree,
them.
and we should do something about it because we can.
Should we go and try to? I think you and I should try to go recon before, without these kids.
Another thought floats into your head around this time, Inara. Where are your companions?
Oh yeah.
But if we help these people, maybe they'll help us find our friends.
Yeah.
Or we should find the tree people because they seem to have magic and maybe they can get this portal to work so we can find our people.
Well, but then what happens to all of these people here?
Well, I'm hoping we find a peaceful resolution. But I'm saying we have to deal with this first before we can figure out how to get that portal to work again.
If we stick out this,
Where are Telefans, by the way? Did we get
They
them
got
back?
They
Eaten
were
by the
eaten by the
thing.
lizard.
So we don't have them anymore
they're
at
gone.
all.
Yeah,
they're
they're
gone.
gone.
Oh, no.
Oh,
We're
shit.
going to have to
Yeah.
find new ringtones.
He'll give you some more, but
They're
you'll have
gone.
to change your wonderful titles.
Oh, thank God.
I
don't remember mine.
Two
Yours
down,
is
two more to
ASL.
eat.
Mine,
Oh yeah, ASL.
mine was. You're the one
Yeah,
that
we
gives
know.
it all.
Yeah, we know.
You're the one
Yours-
that can always.
We
You
know.
don't
Yours
know
was
because
the-
no one's ever called me.
You're the one that gives it all. You're the one who don't think so.
I don't have a phone anymore.
Why won't she answer her phone?
Service has been disconnected for this line.
This is not good. I want to make money. All right.
Wow.
And that was our Renlock Renier.
Bit.
Okay, for the
Okay.
evening.
Okay. I think we should
try to
find out-
where the competition is.
Okay. Get out of each other's heads.
We should try to find
And
out
how far away it is, and
Yeah.
when it is,
and when it is,
Yeah.
and try to see if you and I can go do some recon first.
depending on how far it is.
Depending on how far it is, but let's try to figure out where. it
Or
is.
maybe if it's really far away, we can bring everyone there, and then we break off and do recon, and then go back.
like they're camping outside of the
Yes.
city or wherever
Yes.
we are.
Yeah. And we'll go
Hey,
in
Greg.
peacefully.
Yeah.
Greg,
Okay.
check roll 20. Keep going. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Break.
We have a plan.
Hello, hi. We have a plan, Colin.
Or will.
Is it spelled with a Y, Colin?
It's actually just Colin.
Wow, no Y in there, huh?
We're humans.
I know. Well,
It's Colin
I
and
think
Sarah.
it's weird.
And that's Michael over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
And we'll,
Brian.
Yeah. Thanks, Todd.
Oh my god, just such Anglican names.
Kevin. Kyle's in the
Yeah.
back. Keith's over there.
You know, isn't
Oh.
Brittany is one of the oldest names in
Isn't that like an Irish name or something?
Brittany. It's like it's a name that goes on forever.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, yeah.
Like Spears? Oh.
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
Colin informs you and sends Will off to do some remedial task. He tells you,
Oh, come on. Whittling sticks for a...
better luck
for
next
a
time,
new
Will. I
Come
guess
on.
it sucks to not be the leader. Bye. Sorry, he's so immature.
I thought he seemed really grown up.
He's.
I walk off yelling about how I just had my 19th moon, and I look at Inara.
Oh, you're like 70th, I think.
I'm not even that young. I've had my 19th moon.
Oh wait, yeah.
Your
Wait,
80th moon.
how what's 19
Times 4,
Whatever
seven,
that
it would
is.
be 80. It would be 76.
Yeah. I just have my 76th moon, and then I look at Inara and I walk away.
I'm like,
It's still Inara. No. We would love to help your people if in turn you can help us find our companions.
Are you missing people?
Yes.
We are.
Are more elves?
No.
Part of our traveling party, though.
But fierce warriors who
Well, one of
could.
them's Termina.
Oh yeah, one
yeah.
of them is
Like you.
like you.
Rounded
Actually.
ears and
What?
no bubbling blood.
You know a Termina?
Yeah.
In the
Yes.
forest?
We're best friends with him, actually.
Well, he's not from the forest. I guess we don't know where he's
I think
originally
he might be from a forest because he's got a crazy accent.
He also wears green.
I'm going to have to think about this.
He does also wear green. You guys have a lot in common, except for the Feyrod and the youth.
Why are you drinking your cup like that? Is that the way you drink it here?
This is the only legal way to drink.
Oh, okay.
Who makes the laws in this Lord of the Flies?
It's too complicated to explain in a short amount of time.
Keith does.
Like, he starts explaining the way that the laws work, and the moon rises and sets. Rises again. And your companions are dead.
Oh no.
So it's a looter. Goodbye, Sarah. Oh, goodbye, Sarah.
Okay. Yeah, so we're willing. We want to help you. We find this is an injustice to your kind, and you all seem like lovely
You deserve to
people,
live.
and we want to help you. But we are hoping you can help us find our companions.
If you are willing to travel with us to face the overlords, to reclaim our people's health and our lives, then we will help you in any way we can.
Great. Our second question is, where is it?
About a day's journey to the north, in the woods. And he'll tell you about what he knows. He doesn't know that it's a show choir competition.
It is not a show. It is
I
a
know.
deadly, violent,
I know that it's a... I know.
deeply serious
You don't have to explain...
competition.
You don't have to explain to me. I know exactly what the treat shoots are. They are life and death, singing and dancing competition. So it is kind of fun that as our other side of our team has been getting ready to perform in the competition and put on a good old show, you guys are out here leading a war for these dying children.
Yeah.
But he tells you that they are a big fan of that the owl people, the monstrosity. He describes them as like claws and like beady red eyes and
wow.
quilled feathers that have like points. And he describes them really, really dangerously. And explains that they love to host events where they laugh and they eat and they feast and they drink and while they suffer and they die down here in the shadows, in the dead part of the forest.
I've
I
studied
also
places
wanna-
like this.
I also want to have like a conversation with them about like.
Thor, thank you for gifting a sub. We appreciate
Thor.
that.
Awesome.
I think
I
you're
kinda
probably
love
top
Thor.
gifter. Yeah, thank you, Thor.
Is Thor officially our top?
A top gifter for sure.
Uh-oh, we may need the Thor god in our game.
Oh,
I
He
want
has some Midjourney images.
I want to have a conversation about like the structure of how they want to attack. Like we don't have to talk. I'm just gonna say like Adamaya has like a conversation with Colin about like because she's led armies and stuff. She wants to like get into like how they plan on doing this, and does she feel confident about that, like their plan and like the numbers and.
So, as Colin like goes and he's like, we're not up against hundreds of thousands. There are usually like 1 to 200 owlins who live in a burrow, and they're not all fighters. Now we are going into a situation where a lot of burrows are collecting, so maybe there's 1,000 total, but most of them wouldn't be able to fight. We'll have the element of surprise, and just to show the treachery of the owlins, one of their leaders has already hired you as hitmen to like go in and fuck with this sacred competition. So in doing so, he's taken out some of the scouts and purposely gotten them out of the way so that their people, the Terminas,
And we can trust this owlin?
could sneak in. Well, the owlin wants to betray the other owlins. He's trying to.
So they're just a backstabbing bunch of
They're just a
tricksters.
So
They're
interesting.
They're creatures.
What does this owlin get out of this, do you think, Colin?
They are backstabbing by nature. They are cruel,
Wow. Okay.
power-hungry society that feeds, I think, on the blood of other creatures such as ourselves. And so we know that they have asked us to come in and interfere with this competition by taking out some of the important players in it so that the person who's hiring them can gain power. And in that opportunity, as they've opened up a path for him to sneak a small army of 12 or so people, he's taken that advantage and he's already sent over 100.
I see.
So that's most of your tribe's most of their tribe's fighting ability. They don't call themselves fighters; they call themselves hunters. They have several hunting packs.
They have strong hunters, and
you just saw the alpha hunting pack, which is their top hunting pack. You just saw them in action. They took down the equivalent of a T-Rex like it was nothing. So you do know that they're good.
Yeah.
Okay. But you also just saw their best. So hard to tell what their worst is like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they have sent about 100, which for them is, let's say they have 120 people who do this. They've sent 100 of them out. There's no more than 500 people in this camp. That's what they have. So according to the leader, he thinks that they have an advantage on numbers because while they technically will have the advantage on numbers, he believes you'll have more warriors. He believes that you'll have the advantage of
Mm-hmm.
surprise and that they have a lot of technology that they've gotten very good at.
Okay, great.
No. Well, what I was going to say is that when they're having this conversation, I would like to be having the montage of Will showing Inara all of the charming parts of the, like here's the children laughing as they kick the acorn in the field, etc. So I'm really seeing the heart of the village.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We zoom in a moment while you're taking her and showing her around. You're showing her where some of the younger kids are raised and how you guys handle the children in the society and how you handle pregnancies from 14-year-old girls, which are considered full adults here.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
You are a society that has grown up on a different timeline. You're showing her around, and it is it is like this strangely dead black spot within this beautiful forest, shoved between a real world where all these beautiful creatures are living and the mist is this kind of sad hovel of children who are barely surviving.
Oh.
Okay, so it looks like it almost looks like a wildfire cleared where we are in like a perfect circle.
Okay.
And it's like black coal, almost. That like almost like a playground made of like rubber tire pieces.
Yeah, totally.
That we're walking on. And I say, oh look, there's our 12th mooners. they're playing their favorite game, and they take pieces of coal, of like the burnt charcoal, and they like basically play like a version of like tic-tac-toe on buildings where they draw all over the things, and then it's like a relay race on who can beat other people's setups as they're like running around to different things that they're all drawing on. And it's and what we don't tell the younglings is that it's an early form of training, and as you watch, you can tell that as they're drawing, they're also like parkouring off of stuff, and they're like learning how to like traverse very quickly the world.
And off to the side from that, you see 2 7-year-olds fighting with actual blades, and because at 8 they're taken into the hunting ranks. So, like, you can see these, like, children, they're, like, dirty. Their eyes are very innocent and very determined. They are trying, and they're very good, by the way. They're much better than children in most societies.
I've never seen children fight.
Yes, so these kids are incredible. Like, you saw this
Hardly ever seen a
11-year-old
child.
with that 21 assault who, like, came down after killing this dinosaur. They are exceptional. Something about their short life has forced them to become exceptional. So
I call out, hey, stop. And I feel like maybe it almost feels like I'm about to break them up.
Oh, good.
And I walk up to one of the younglings, and I grab her elbow, and I say, keep it level. You have to keep it level. All right, go again.
He nods to you with respect and admiration, and they go back at it.
You certainly managed to have a lot of children here.
Yeah. Yes, we're a very
Don't.
populous society. We're not a populist society.
Fertile.
Yeah, our community is despite the insistence on relying on the old customs and the old ways, we are a thriving community.
Yeah.
Once you are, but the way that we take partners here is we don't view. I understand that some of those birds in the trees find one mate and mate for life, and that's ridiculous.
Oh.
Because we don't view ourselves as bound to one person and one person only. Everybody views, how can I say this appropriately? Everybody views the act of like progressing the society as their job, but emotionally, that's separate.
Yeah,
I
totally
certainly,
different.
Sorry.
No, yeah, go.
I certainly can understand. In where I'm from, it's much the same way because it is so difficult for us to. There are so few children, so it is everyone's responsibility.
I think as you look around you, Nora, you have a strange sense of familiarity, and I think that would maybe be just a smidgen provoking to you.
Well, I'm pretty mad. Like I think.
What are you mad at?
Well, sure. If Will is asking Inara will answer, I guess. And there are so many children here. This could be such a happy, successful community of people. And the thing that is stopping you is someone who should be protecting you, because it can be hard for other communities to continue and to grow and to stay alive, and to see one that would be able to do so on its own. Oh, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just not fair.
I keep hearing you use this word, children. What does that mean?
Well, offspring, I suppose.
Now,
Right.
Will.
So I'm a children. You're a children.
Well, in my society, every child is special because of how rare those children are. And they're given a time in their lives before they have to accept any responsibilities. And most of us in my society will not see a lot of bloodshed or responsibility for just for just sustaining life in this way. We have other pursuits, but we are given a safe time to play games only before learning.
What do you do when you get attacked?
We have never been attacked.
How? How is that possible?
It's possible to live in a place that's safe.
Then, Anara, I am truly jealous of where you have grown up, because here, if you don't understand how to wield a blade by the time of your 24th moon. Yeah, 6 years old. By the time your 24th moon, you will die. Plain and simple, you will die.
Those of us who become warriors begin their learning with wooden practice objects at 7. So I guess 28 of your moons. I don't know how the moons work.
Sure. The younglings practice with the wooden swords, and then we see like 3-year-olds like
like a toddler,
a toddler dragging a sword, a full metal sword, and you're like, no, Jeremiah, the wooden one.
But the weighted wooden one, we can't call you anymore. Yeah. I'm pretty angry, and so I'm just taking it all in, I think.
Oh, we're not gonna have a romantic moment.
Do you, Anara? Can I show you something?
Certainly.
And I take her to this kind of clear, like this place just inside the tree line that's not, we're not even remotely close to the dense area, but it's just out of the like cleared area. And floating in midair is this kind of rip in the world. And it's just this beautiful orange golden kind of tear. And it just kind of has this like beautiful energy coming out of it. And I bring her over to it and I say, my people think this brings them luck. I think that I want nothing. I remember the day that I came to look at this was with my bonded person. And that was the day that we had one of the raids from the owls and she was taken from me. And so I've cursed magic, and I've cursed anything that I can't see and touch with my own 2 hands. And I think the sooner that my people move away from this rip, and as soon as they can move away from the old ways, the better off we will all be. And please, since they'll listen to you, I need you to persuade them to not go on another foolish raid, and we have to abandon this village and we have to move away. It's too much.
I have to tell you that moving away will not make you any better. This is the only option.
What do you do when you've been fighting and fighting for centuries, longer than you even have memory, and nothing's changed?
Let's go back.
Meanwhile, while you're sitting and looking around, Anara's walked off with someone, with this other young teenager. Froggy, the younger, like 11, 10-year-old, comes up to you.
Nope, too young. I'm just kidding.
Are you sure? How old are you? You look older than any of us.
I am
offended.
I am very offended that you would ask me that, and I'm not looking at anything on here to tell me how old I am. Oh, I don't have anything. I am 27.
Are you?
That's younger than me.
Aren't you 17?
No.
Well, she's elven,
No.
so
If
like,
you're
she
an elf
looks
doesn't reach
17.
maturity until I think 100 years old, right?
Yes. So like you elves and most creatures.
Elves live to like 700-800.
Yeah, but they're considered an adult
I'm-
around 100.
Okay.
but-
Oh, right.
Well, I'm
I'm
20,
100.
But if you're wondering, just so you know, they don't like age super slowly. They age up until about a teenager, and then they age super slowly.
So
their childhood looks similar to humans.
Yeah.
So how old are you?
Got
then?
it.
I'm 35 and I'm 17.
So I'm 55.
Okay. Right. And that means you look like 20, 22, 23.
Okay.
Which means he thinks that you should have Feywild
Right. And a couple kids.
and a couple kids.
I'm 55.
Which he goes, no.
But I'm 55 years, not moons.
Yeah. So you, having already
No, I'm
figured out
telling
the
him
translation, you tell him the difference. And he,
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah, he goes-
Bianca doesn't know what translation is.
And his eyes go wide and he goes, you must have so many children.
Yeah, I don't have any children.
She's 80 moons. She's 80 moons.
I'm 80 moons.
Jeez.
And well, if she's 55, then she's like 350.
Well, if she's 55, then that means she's like 20. And if she's 20, then that's 80 moons.
Well, that's...
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm older. I'm
Yeah.
much older. I don't have children.
I guess. You don't have children? But
No.
You'll die soon.
Well, actually, I don't know when I'll die. To be fair, I was about to say I should live much longer as an elf. However, I don't know what tomorrow brings. So, in that respect, you and I are no different.
He like is kind of curiously like playing with your hair a little. Do you stop him? He tells you. He says, "Your hair looks like my mom's hair."
Who's your mother?
Oh, she died long ago.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
What was her name?
Her name was Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, and she named you Froggy?
It's not my real name, but that's what everyone calls me.
Robert.
Oh, okay.
My name's Robert. Yeah.
Oh, Robert, what a strange name. I like Froggy better.
Me too. He's very happy, and he's at this point kind of like semi-cuddled up to you, not in a like sexual way, but in
I
a
know.
childlike way.
You're the most nurturing one in the group.
And yeah, probably not too comfortable. Or Armaya
I
not.
think Aramaya is probably fine with it. Bianca would be like, please go away.
We know what Bianca would be like.
Gross. No, I think it's sweet because I don't know what having like a sibling or young people around me was like growing up. So,
But
well, I
he's-
guess I would have known young people. Whatever. I think it's still sweet.
As he's like playing with your hair and like leaning against you, his eyes are getting heavy, and he says, I bet it must be nice having the strongest mom in the whole world. And he drifts off to sleep.
Aww.
I don't have a mom.
Can I have come back and I like poke my head into wherever you are?
I'm like tucking him to sleep.
I'm like,
and I like put the little leaf blanket on him. And I walk out. What do you want?
we have to kill them!
Kill who?
We have to kill all the evil overlords!
Okay, wait a minute. I thought we wanted to have a conversation.
I don't care anymore. It's evil what they're doing. It's cruel. It's an injustice. There's no right way to look at it.
Regardless, I think trying to understand what their motivation is going to give us the upper hand to kill them if that's what we end up wanting to do.
We wage war, Aramaya.
I don't think you know what real war is.
The sun is already setting on this day. Unbeknownst to
I don't want to lose
Armaya,
any of these children in a battle that maybe can be won over words.
They're gonna die.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
as Inara and Armaya continue to discuss, the sun is setting on day one. Elsewhere, a team of soldiers led by Colin, at least by order, has already kidnapped the team in Kukuvaya. Kuku or Coco? Kokovaya. And Cypress and Tristan are just showing up in the city, discovering that their team is missing.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
just
it's
how
a
our
whole
timelines
extra
are.
day.
That's how our timelines are mixing up together.
Okay.
So at that point, we are going to take our break.
Break time. It's a breakity break time.
And we will
shit.
see you back in present time when we return. See you on the other side. We will catch you in a few minutes. Enjoy our commercials.
Bye.
And think about which one will make the best video, because we're going to be asking you.
shit.
Is it gone?
We're out.
Ah!
Good evening, seekers of the night. Madame Lustra has foreseen your arrival. As do you? Hey, I'm Harold the monkey from. Hey, I'm Harold the monkey from Haggling Heralds. You probably know me best from my paw, which granted your wishes, but with ironic and horrifying twists.
My son came back from the dead, but he was a lawyer!
Well, I'm back, and you better believe that I got a deal for you.
What?
It's my foot.
Aw, give me that bonk!
That's right, a genuine monkey foot. My foot plays songs you can't remember. Yes. Then it kills you. Yes. But wait, there's more.
What? Tell him your dick.
It's my left kneecap.
Give me that bonk!
My left kneecap will score you a major hottie. Yum yum diddle please. And then they'll kill you. Yes. We're taking that right to the bonk. Whoa, how do I stay in business? Here's another deal.
What? He's gonna sell you his dick!
No, stop. It's my right ear. Yes. My right ear will make you the greatest artist in the world.
I don't know what that is!
But anyone who looks at your art will kill you. Bonk bonk goose.
Now sell him your dick.
Okay, let's get that guy out of here. I'm gonna buy stuff at
Haggling
Haggling
Heralds,
Heralds, where business is rad because business is me.
Every single hour in the Summer Kingdom, a familiar is beaten or abused. 3,000 familiars were rescued last year, but for hundreds of others, help came too late. Hi, I'm Mara Siglaughlin. Will you cast Spare the Dying for a helpless familiar? Every day, countless magical rabbits, cats, and mini-dragons are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're crying out for your help. For just 3 Shekners a month, that's only 12 Googlax a day, you'll help rescue familiars from their abusers, provide food, shelter, HP bonuses, and yes, even love. Teleport or send a speed raven with your money order in the next 30 minutes, and you'll receive this beautiful sack tied to a stick for free. Right now, there's a familiar who needs mass cure wounds. Your parchment says, here's an extra D8. Please help right now.
Hey everybody, it's me, Wanda Wonderful from Wanda Wonderful's Wood.
And me, Woody Woodley from Woody Woodley's Wands.
Reminding y'all once again that Woody Woodley sells wands.
And Wanda sells wonderful wood.
No, I'm Wanda Wonderful and I sell wood, Woodley.
It's Woody, Wandley.
Wanda.
Oh no, that's you. Oh, Goblin's giving us the 30-second sign. We gotta finish or he'll cut us off.
He wouldn't do that, Woody.
What?
No, I'm asking you, Woody.
What?
No, I'm trying to ask you. Oh my God, never mind.
Okay, so I'm Woody Woodley and I sell Wanda.
What?
No, wait, can we do this over?
No, this is live.
Oh my God, this is...
Listen, I sell wood, he sells wands, that's it. I feel like we're beating a dead unicorn now.
And the Goblin's giving us the 5-second sign.
Cool, this was definitely worth it. So I'm Wanda Wonderful.
And I'm Woody Woodley.
And I sell wonderful wands. Fuck.
Wanda, what the
Is this terrifyingly dark and impressively creepy castle all yours?
Every single evil stone.
But there's no way you can afford all this, Sebastian. I don't believe you.
What?
I know how much money your father left you. You're a liar.
No, it's a layer. Welcome to Larry's Layers. We've got everything. Dank castles, dank caves, dank basements, and much, much more. You want a layer? Come to Larry's Layers, where we got the layer for you.
I needed a bog to take the village children so I could drink their blood and steal their souls. Larry's Layers helped me find the right cottage in my price point to leave their lifeless meat sacks. Thanks, Larry!
Larry found me this waterfall with a cave of bats behind it. I call it my cave of bats. Thanks, Larry.
Bridge, good! Larry, good! At Larry's Layers, we set you up with all your first-class layer needs. Never be caught in a second-rate layer again. Come on down and tell them Larry sent you.
You're a liar!
No, it's a layer. Larry's Layers.
Off Woodpath 60 by the Mossy Knoll.
hot day. Winter Kingdom Ice. Yeah. Now that's cold.
Hey there, everyone. It's your favorite witch, Windletoad, and boy, have I got a ghastly sale for you today. Why, it's a genuine demon's thimble. Tired of poking your fingers with needles? Use a demon's thimble. But you gotta act fast because I've only got one. Telefans are open.
Demon's Thimble does not prevent fingers from getting poked.
No collars yet, so if you hurry now, you might just make it.
Demon's Thimble is a cursed object responsible for countless deaths and the fall of at least one civilization, though many do speculate they had it coming.
I hate to part with it, but that's Windletoad, always searching for your next discount.
Windletoad can only be rid of the curse by giving the Demon's Thimble to a willing participant.
Ooh, the telefans are really going crazy now, but I'm not gonna answer them because I want you to have it. Yes, that's right, you, but you've got to hurry.
Demon's Thimble is older than space and time. Demon's Thimble is not a thimble.
Know any demons? Ooh, they'll be so jealous.
Demons are drawn to and enraged by the Demon's
A
Thimble.
gift for a special someone.
Oh, absolutely do not have sex while wearing the Demon's Thimble.
Or maybe you're a little like me and you just have an eye for detail.
Windletoad does not have an eye for detail, as both eyes were taken by the Demon's Thimble.
So what are you waiting for? Come on down to Windletoad's House of Witchcraft.
Free lemons!
My pitch for any sitch, Windletoad the Witch.
1 out of 9 people will die after hearing this commercial.
Do you have a DM who's targeting your character with negative attention?
Have you or someone you know been involved in a verbal dispute with a DM involving micromanagement of extraneous rules?
Hi, I'm Curla Finkelstein.
And I'm McLean Baba Dooley.
And we're here to help. Okay, so I told some friends that our last game had been really stagnant. The DM hears about it, and then this week, he melts my wand of grace. I drew a picture of that wand.
Has a DM ever approached you with an NPC that made you feel sexually pressured or uncomfortable?
Has a DM ever ignored the details of your character arc because it strayed too far from the module?
Does your DM track encumbrance in any way?
I'm Curla Finkelstein.
And I'm McLean Baba Dooley.
And we're here to help.
So I say, right, I don't know the answer to the riddle, but my character does. You're metagaming and it's bullshit. Next game, I spent 3 hours held captive by the Turkey Queen.
Does your DM only give inspiration to a player you deem to be prettier than yourself?
Does your DM use counterspell in every battle since you've acquired 6th level magic?
Has your character ever proposed to a queen only to be flat out rejected by your DM?
Has your DM ever gotten drunk and allowed the party to twist the plot in terrible directions only to later sober up and retcon the story back to its former glory by claiming the characters were all just dreaming?
I'm Curla Finkelstein.
And I'm McLean Baba Dooley.
And we're here to help. I'm new to this game and I don't get it yet, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm puffed. We're putting the power back where it belongs. In the hands of the player.
With money.
Call now.
Oh, I think I did the wrong one.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
There it is. Yeah,
we're back.
If you survived the commercials, then this toast is for you. Cheers!
Cheers!
Welcome back to NatOne D&D. That was 3 days ago. We will now be skipping. I do want to do
a montage.
I want one scene. Yeah, maybe a little mini montage
What?
of day 2 of like just some romantic moments between Will and Inara, and maybe some like unexpected parental moments between Froggy and Aramaya.
I would like to say that Inara.
Maybe I'm training him. Maybe I'm like teaching him some new moves.
And he's extremely good, by the way.
Yeah, so maybe I'm like teaching some more moves.
He,
Because I have really good decks too.
I think he would remind you of a young you. Like he's exceptional.
Yeah. So maybe I'm doing that. What were you gonna say?
I definitely think Will is very cute, and I have a crush on him. But the analytical mind of Inara knows that they have probably been subject to tons of inbreeding, as well as a genetically passed along Fey rot.
Virgin.
Now,
that's none of your business.
Now here's my only like out of game challenge to that is Inara's people may also have been subject to inbreeding.
What do you guys say now?
But because of the way that everything
what's up?
is
Called you out, brought you to the
followed
mat,
and
and said, "What's up, bitch?"
It's literally it's charted.
It's charted and understood and mapped.
Yes, and it's charted for the most safe, most distant, but also
I also
most
feel like elves can get away with it,
inbreeders.
and humans probably can't.
Say that again, Jay.
I also feel like elves can probably get away with it, and humans can't.
Yeah, because we're magical.
And you live so long, like, yeah.
Well, so just general fact of D&D, the longer a character lives, the less likely they are to become pregnant. So if you live for 500 years, you may only become pregnant once every 80 years. You know what I mean?
So there's no birth control need for it.
Not a lot. In fact, with her people, you may have heard this before.
It's considered a crime.
It's
birth control?
difficult for them to make it happen. So they.
Oh, you guys, it's a crime.
It's like a whole festival or celebration, right? When someone
for their people, it's a huge
it's a huge deal.
It's a huge deal when a child is
we have a ceremony. That child is known everywhere.
But it's not like elves. But for those wandering or watching from the audience, or for our players, elves do not have 500 children because they live 500 years. They often have comparable amounts of families to humans. If an elf had 20 children, that would be considered crazy and excessive and fertile AF.
Yeah, the most famous couple, I think, had 3 in their entire lifespan so
In
far.
your society. And
Yes.
your society is even less than the standard elves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just a if you're trying to place your markers somewhere in how these people function, how the different races function, think of that in that term. They all kind of boil down to human, basically human, stretched out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, day 2, you guys are in the forest, heading to the location. He's already cleared the path. They're already in the middle of their military coup, if you will. And you guys are with Will and Froggy. And
Colin?
No, Colin, I think, is he's walks with you guys for the first bit of the journey, and then he separates and he says, you guys are going to go do some recon. We're going to get ready from a different angle.
Okay, great.
In actuality, Colin then takes his people and goes and murders one of the Dentros.
They go and murder Michelle Crow.
No, not yet.
No.
Remember at the end of 2 episodes ago where there was a Dentrian that was stabbed through the heart?
It was a
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It was the
end of
ending the
episode. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Right.
And so Colin takes a different group away from you. What happens? We talked about this in the break. Colin agrees with Inara and Aramaya that they will go to the Owlin community and attempt to talk. And Colin agrees with that. So Aramaya and Inara head out under those presumptions. And then Colin says, let's separate. You guys are going to go the route that we understand, and we're going to go a different route, and we'll communicate. They have a system.
Awesome.
Then Colin takes a group out and murders a Dentro. And in doing so, he does so with extreme prejudice and a very dark demeanor.
Well, do they also eat it, right? Because don't they want to eat them?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Does
right.
Colin get super
So
strength?
Colin and Colin's people do feast upon the flesh
Wow.
of the Dentro.
Yeah, right?
Meanwhile, you guys are out with Will.
Meanwhile, we're having a rom-com.
Meanwhile, you guys are preparing your
Goofy
show
little
choir
hijinks.
concert. Colin and Meanwhile, Cypress and Tristan are having a show choir concert.
They're having like an 80s dance movie montage.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're doing Pitch Perfect.
So
no, boo. 80s, like Dirty Dancing or something.
I want just a bit of a day 2 summary of what happens between Will and Inara, and what happens between Froggy and Aramaya. You kind of already gave me yours.
Yeah, mine is
Training
like
montage.
I'm showing him some new moves. And I'm like getting down to this level. I was like, no, you want to do this? And then I like run over and I do a bunch of backflips off of a tree bark or a tree stump and whatever.
At one point, near the like latter part of it, you go to show him something cool, and he's like one step ahead of you and waiting with like the weapon already drawn.
Very
So
cool.
you like land in a like and you think of how creative it is. I think that's to you who like studies this and who like knows all the reactions and all the moves. This is like just such a sign of like natural brilliance.
Yeah, so I'm impressed, and yeah, that's our montage, and it's like Karate Kid.
The woods are like beautiful, right?
Yeah,
I think
they're magical. They are a bit dangerous, but Will would know how to navigate them perfectly.
Yeah, I think like Inara is probably very delighted to be in the woods and like is taking a lot of joy maybe at like some of the things that I'm seeing without really thinking about how dangerous it is. But like, I don't know, I would hope that like, I don't know, I think my Inara's attitude would kind of be like, you can, you know, if this gets worked out, your life could be totally different here. You could enjoy being here in a way that isn't eternally suffering.
And meanwhile, I'm showing her that it's not all, you know, like it's not some I just had the reference. It's not like we're not like living like Anna Karenina. Like it's not
Right.
some Tolstoy novel of like poor sad children in a forest.
Yeah, totally.
Even though it may be, but I don't think Will views it like that. And so I teach Inara the equivalent of like rock skipping, but since there's no lakes, or maybe there are, but there isn't a lake nearby. We take little acorns and we see how many trees we can like ping them off of.
And will you actually teach me how to climb a tree? Because I've always heard about that.
Oh,
and I've
yeah.
never climbed a tree before.
And I go, oh, you know what? I go, I've got some place to show you. And I take you over to this kind of like other like secluded area that doesn't really look like much, but there's no one around it. And Greg, do you want us to roll for tree climbing, or can we say we just climb a tree?
I want you to roll for it. Of course, I want you to roll for it.
Okay.
I mean, how adorable if like one of you's bad at it.
Is it athletics?
It would definitely be athletics. You could give me a dex check if you're no good at athletics, but I think athletics
Okay.
is because
I'll
athletics
give
is
you
based on
athletics,
strength.
'cause I-
Acrobatics would do great as well.
Yeah. I got a
I'm
22.
gonna do acrobatics instead of athletics.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay.
So he strong arms it.
Oh, happy nap
So
one.
happy that one.
Happy nap
Cheers to
one.
everyone for a perfect
Cheers.
rom-com moment. She goes to climb up and slips and is about to fall and hurt herself when...
I reach down and I grab her hand.
Roll for strength. Just
Ooh,
kidding.
I do think it should be a roll. I do think it should be a roll.
Should I do a strength check?
Athletics
You're gonna
would be
catch
great.
him, right?
Yeah,
or catch
whichever
her.
you're better at.
Yeah, whichever one.
I'll do athletics. 'cause
Yeah,
I got a
I
little
think
bit
it's
more
athletics.
Zhuzh in that. I got
You
13.
can.
That's absolutely good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I catch her. I catch her hand, and I say, "Okay. What you want to do is you want to press into the tree. All parts of your body. You want to press into the tree and
boy.
press the tree as you climb, and think of moving in opposition. When your right arm goes up, your left leg goes up, and then when your left arm goes up, your right leg goes up.
Why doesn't he lean in for a kiss? Why are you missing this opportunity?
I wear like
A kiss. We're mid tree.
We're mid tree. We are mid tree, and I just fell.
I'm just imagining him holding her. It's like, oh, don't worry, darling.
We'll get there we'll literally get there when we get there.
Yeah, we have this tree to climb first.
Okay.
Inara's clothes are like
a
mage's
metaphor.
robes. You know, it's like a blue outer layer and like a gold inner
Yeah.
robe.
Not conducive for tree climbing.
And so I like take off the outer robe and like put it on the ground to like so I can climb because it's the outer one's like velvety and the inner one's like much lighter. You know,
and tuck it in, tuck that into your belt. You've got like that belt. Just tuck it in and like cinch everything up.
Okay.
All right, let's try it again. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
Next
I've got a
run.
little exposed leg.
Now there's a little distance beneath you, by the way.
Yeah.
So the stakes are a little higher this time. If you fall, it might hurt.
Am I rolling again?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go for it. You have to stabilize yourself. You almost fall. He reaches to help. You don't need it.
Oh, okay. Getting a little used to the tree climbing, I see. Well, how about this? And then I shimmy around to the other side of the tree where she can't see me. And then I say, race you to the top.
Okay.
Okay, give me 3 rolls each of your preferred stat. So you can go with athletics and you can go with acrobatics. And let's do some quick math.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Enora, that's a 40. And Tristan...
Are you just
that's
calculating that in your head? Good job.
I sure am. And Tristan,
Yeah.
that is a 49.
Wow.
So Tristan, you... Sorry.
But can
Will.
I let her win? Even though...
Oh, no, don't.
If it works out that I would have won, then could I just elect to let her win?
Of course you can.
So
Okay, then
maybe,
I definitely want to do that.
maybe it's that I get as far up as I can. I've never climbed. I'm scared now, and I'm I don't have feather fall, but I've heard of it, and I'll probably get it soon. But now I'm just sort of holding the tree, and I'm I won, right? This is the very top.
And then I guess I appear on the little treehousey platform that I've built.
Oh God.
And I am standing up just above her, and I'm yeah, sure, you won. And then I reach a hand down to pull it all the way.
What does his hair look like? Oh, we saw his hair already.
It's brunette.
Yeah.
Little curly.
So he's he
full,
can do
very
one of
thick head.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's definitely got good hair
He's
going on.
tall for his kid 19-year-old age, and a little burly. Maybe he looks he works crew somewhere.
The Feyrot on him looks like cool tattoo on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, bad boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I open up a small little bench that I've built because all this is very handmade, hand carved, and it's very tiny. This platform would only fit 2, maybe 3 people. And I lift up a little bench and I pull out this glass jar filled with this sticky, goopy stuff. And I take a small, long spoon I've made out of wood, and I scoop a thing, and I take a big old bite of it, and I say, "You want to try it? It's some of my acorn butter."
Yeah.
I'm I made it myself.
Is that a
And
thing?
I hand it.
I don't know.
I'll
I
see
stick.
it.
I think it is.
I stick
In
a
real
finger.
life?
I try
I
it
think
very
it is.
tentatively, but I try it.
I know that they make...
Oh, that's actually quite good.
Butter
It's nutty.
out of other
It's got a
nuts.
nutty flavor.
We don't eat acorns.
Yeah.
It's good.
The secret is you mix in
We
just
don't
a
eat
tiny
acorns,
bit of the charcoal to give it that little extra kick at the end.
I think there is that acorn butter is totally a thing.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Well,
But we don't eat
eat
acorns.
acorns, do we?
it is a thing.
Oh, you know what? There's acorn soup.
It's a thing. There you go.
Wow.
All right.
Maybe it's used as a seasoning or an herb,
There's acorn flour, acorn butter.
Okay, so we do
But we don't
eat
eat
acorn.
straight acorns. That's interesting. I wonder
Yeah.
why. I don't know.
I have no
Lost
idea.
Consistency
acorn.
doesn't.
We're getting distracted. We're an easily distractible crew.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh.
And then I look over and I go, "Oh, you've got a little right." And then I slowly reach a hand out and just brush a little bit of acorn.
I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I'm not
Oh,
comfortable. I'm not
oh, don't do it, Nina! We want our moment.
Okay, fine. I put my
Is this
hand
your
up.
first kiss?
Yeah.
Oh!
No! It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to
No,
be
no, no,
unless
it is.
Inara wants it.
No, it is. I'm like, ah!
She's excited, nervous.
And I'm like, ah!
Well, and I'm just what are you freaking out about? What? Why?
Yeah, you're a polygamist.
And
You've
then
probably
and-
fathered a child at this point.
Several.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of
He's
course.
19.
But remember, that isn't emotional. That's just part of.
We understand that. I completely see that.
The person that I was emotionally bonded to was snatched by an owl.
Right.
And murdered.
And that's tragic. Yeah, that's not laughable.
And I mean, Michelle. Now, Jason talking to Michelle, like it doesn't have to be anything. Like it like literally can be like an electric moment that isn't a moment, because that's also cool, right?
I think it probably will, regardless, be a memory for Inara, but she does not. There's no anticipation for, like it's just a moment.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna get a kiss?
Yeah, no, we are.
Oh.
Okay. She just knows that she doesn't think she's gonna
Okay,
live
can
here.
you backtrack it?
Yeah.
When
Okay,
you-
backtrack
Okay,
it.
back up a moment.
When you were like wiping the
Okay,
butter.
great.
out.
I do the schmutz, and then
Yeah.
and then I lean close, and I give you a quick little nice.
No, you gotta look in her
soft,
eyes.
yeah.
You gotta have the hand
my
on the
eyes,
on
my
the
eyes have
face.
stars in them.
Yeah.
Will.
Okay, so I look in your eyes and I say, your eyes have the night twilight in them.
All I see is you.
And then you slowly lean in. And your lips touch
Actually,
so
Bianca, yeah,
sweetly.
Bianca, you take
this away, Bianca.
And your lips find hers so sweetly. And she's never felt so safe and so excited in her life.
Oh.
And he's never felt such a connection to another before.
I don't even want to roll. I don't even want to roll for it.
No, you can't roll for the kiss.
You can't roll for the
we
kiss.
can't roll for the kiss. We just have to let her be that.
Performance check.
No. It's her
never.
first one. You gotta make it magical.
Look at
We can't risk the low.
Oh.
I've
Well,
never
yeah,
seen,
if
I've
it's
never
your first
seen
one, it's a
Bianca.
performance check at
I've never seen
disadvantage.
Bianca so involved in a storyline she's not involved in.
Yeah. So
I want to cut to like 2 weeks ago when I'm like the tall ones and she's like bored.
Anytime there's a romance, I'm like, where?
Okay. Fade out.
And then
okay,
off
go
in
ahead
the
and finish your
distance,
scene.
we hear one of the horns that are my people use being blown, and I look at the sun in the sky and I say, "Oh, it's late. We've got to get back."
I blush bright red and I twilight step down to the ground and I get my robe on as fast as possible. I'm just like, let's go.
You
and
know
as
what?
she runs up ahead, I'm like, she could have just done that up to the.
Fade out.
but then I'm also like, but then she climbed it.
Aww.
With me.
Aww.
And then fade out.
Yeah.
So you guys do a little recon. Then, as you do the recon, I think you are caught off guard. They're not harpies. They're not, squawking, hacking up acid and feeding their children. They talk.
They're really cute.
They speak.
Oh, I guess I wouldn't think. I don't know. I wouldn't
Maybe,
think they're cute.
you're right. Up to you to decide if she thinks they're cute. They are like 4 to.
I think they're pretty adorable as well.
Well, my question was like, if you live in a world where like Ewoks are around, do you think they're cute? They're like another living thing. It's not like looking at a puppy.
So there's a flip side to it of like you see them. You're right. It's like Ewoks. You see them, but they're also in the middle of this opulent celebration, and you guys have seen days of suffering
Yeah.
and poverty.
Totally.
And so I think if even though you see them as civilized, they now seem like they seem like the bad guys in the Hunger Games. You know what I mean? Like they're
So
up
to
there
me,
celebrating while the poor people.
It gives me way more confidence because I'm like, oh, this is who the big baddies are. Like,
And you don't even see the competition, so you don't even know like what's
Yeah.
about to happen. That it's like singing and dancing, which I don't know if that would make you more.
I feel even more confident at talking it out now. I'm like, oh, there's been a misunderstanding.
Yeah, especially because those things, those owlins, they don't look like any sort of danger. I don't see them walking around with
Totally.
like ginormous weapons. So I think
They're
we can talk.
they don't seem
'Cause
like
this doesn't make any sense. Do we see the Dentros? They're around.
they are around, and so I think that you probably catch wind of them just a couple times, but when you see them move, those are giants. I mean, they
But they
are.
live like in harmony with the Owlin. So they're giants, but I'm also like, wait, but they're like.
So let's say that the day
working
of
with the
day of the
Owlins and-
competition, the Dentros are like separated until the like showtime or something, and they're in their
Okay.
own like performance space or something or rehearsal
Okay.
space because I don't want the Terminos to see how gentle they are.
Okay. Although it could give me and her more reason to be like, we need to talk to them.
Maybe you just see one and you see that it doesn't. Again, does not seem like you do see what people could be terrified by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also don't see it. However, I would also say that the Terminos would have told you the Owlins work for the Overlords.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I really think we should try to. Let's go back to Colin. Let's go back and find Colin, and I think we should try to talk to these people because they don't seem like a huge threat. Maybe, and that's a long time ago, so maybe things have changed.
I think, yeah, I agree.
Maybe go back to Colin.
Okay, this is the day.
I'm assuming I'm not with them on this reconnaissance mission.
Will? Yeah, well, you did this kiss with them, so yeah, you were.
Oh, well then to that I would then, if I'm there, then I would say, I would have like a deep emotional reaction of like, no, they are vicious and they are terrible.
Yeah.
They took, I need a normal name. They took Brittany.
Yes, they did. Like, you did see, and Alan did take your lover and like kill her.
Ripped her to shreds.
Yeah, because just as there are like bad humans, there are bad Owlins, and like there is racism against the Terminator.
Well, if they're that scary, the more reason to see if we can
have a
at conversation
least before anything. Like maybe we have a backup plan if they start attacking us.
Well, yes, of course.
But
if they attack, then we attack back. But
there is no other way to stop your society from slowly dying, as far as Anara is concerned, than to reintroduce the innate magic of this part of the Feywild back to your race or species.
And like just trying to reason with this person he now has like strange feelings for. He's like, I just don't know how else to convey that things will go wrong and this is a bad idea. And they are not true to their word. They will murder all of us the first chance that they are given. I promise you. They are evil. They are an evil people.
okay.
Well, what if we're the
I
spokes?
message. Oh, I don't have. Do I have message? Yes, I message Inara. I don't think that this is worth arguing over. We should just let him think that that's the best thing to do.
He seems like a good guy, though, right?
What?
I agree with you.
Okay.
I couldn't see what that was. That was a very real moment where I was like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, audience. Jason can't see us. He's just talking into a black computer screen.
Yeah, I'm literally having a podcast right now with my friends.
Sorry.
Do you hear the music, Jason?
No.
We haven't figured that out, right? We don't know how to send music to our streaming.
No music. I've just been watching the Portals
Well,
of Brae.
to that
in
note,
episode 12.
If you did
to that note, I have to say you have been matching the music very well.
Oh, fantastic.
Found
I can't wait to go watch this on YouTube tomorrow.
Okay, so we head back to Colin.
Okay, so the end of the night 2, you guys head back to Colin, and Colin seems different. Just a strange energy about him. Almost like he's, like, say he were a little high on coke or something, but you guys don't know what that means in this world, or you don't have...
He's hopped up.
He's hopped up.
He
He
seems
says he's high on coke.
He's
So
like when
Colin
one of the
seems just a
librarians
little
needs to stay
high.
up all day.
Like, Colin just seems
Okay.
a little too energetic.
Yeah, we can tell what that is.
Yeah. Whatever the equivalent is in your societies.
Okay,
he seems a
he's
little...
juiced up.
Yeah.
He's missed it up.
He's had one of those tonics.
Don't you understand? This is a sacred mission. We are setting a new rule for our people. This is destiny.
Wait, sorry, hold on. Did we say? Yeah, Colin agreed that we were going to do recon, right?
Yes.
So he
Yeah.
knows we were going to do it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he went out elsewhere.
I'm messaging Inara. Do we tell him that we should talk first?
Yeah.
Okay. Colin, I don't know that you're in the right state to have this conversation, but we're going to have it anyway. We really think, especially with our experience, especially with my experience in the past of dealing with war, it would be a very smart move to have a conversation before arms are drawn, before we've taken up arms.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course. That's what we'll do.
Oh.
Great. So in the morning,
sure. Perfect.
we can still go into formation in case anything happens,
Mm-hmm.
but we will have a conversation. We will try to talk it out with these owlins and these dentros.
Yes. That's what we'll do.
Oh.
Great. I'm so glad that you see eye to eye with us and are willing to have a more peaceful outcome if we can.
Of course. I want what's best for our people. And as he turns, his eyes like glow a little.
Oh.
And then the magic like fades away.
We don't see that.
You don't see that.
Okay, we don't see it.
Can I? What?
No, I was gonna say if I see it, but I don't see it.
Okay.
Not just Colin, his people that went hunting with him are also seeming very on edge. They also seem to be showing off to each other feats of strength, unusual behavior.
I was about to say I want to give like some sort of like morale speech as a war leader, but like these aren't my people, so maybe I don't think it's the right place.
So you pass.
Yeah, I don't think I say anything. I think maybe I pull Froggy aside and I say, look, no matter what happens tomorrow, I say, look, anything can happen tomorrow. You are incredibly skilled, and I believe that you can get through this, but be smart. Be smart about what you do, and don't take risks when they're not necessary.
And you feel like a sharp edge against your stomach. And you look down and you see he's pulled a blade on you.
On you?
And he's like, I'm better than you think I am. I'll be fine.
Oh.
Oh, tricky.
Wait, I could think I would have caught that.
Well,
what's
he's
his
just showing off to you.
Oh.
He's
Okay.
just showing off to you. Just that he got you in another move, like your training
But
was.
I kind of don't want to let him do that. Can we roll for it?
Let's roll for it.
Okay, what do I roll? Dexterity?
I'm gonna go athletics. You can go with dex, totally.
No, wouldn't it be like perception? Wouldn't it be like she caught it?
That also
Like I
makes,
could see him make a move before
that also
he
makes
does
sense. Mm-hmm.
it. But I get +3 to Dex, so I'm gonna do
I
that.
also get +3, so it'll be a honest
I
roll.
got a 14.
I got a nat 20.
Oh!
Nat 20. He impresses
So when
you.
the DM gets a nat 20, that means the DM has to leave the room, and we get to finish the game
And
all
has
by
to buy us
ourselves.
all bottles of champagne.
I've never
and
heard
he
these
has to
rules.
bring us very expensive scotch.
Champagne.
These are
And
crazy.
champagne. He
Thank
has to
you.
bring us very expensive champagne.
Champagne, leave the room. Champagne, leave
the
the
room.
room.
Do your job.
Leave
Bring
the
it
room.
now.
You've said my demon name 3 times, which is champagne in the room. I disappear. You won D&D.
Okay. We won!
That's it. Great job, everybody.
Good job, everyone. That's a
Okay,
wrap.
so that happened. Now what?
Now, present day. You guys have been watching. You've been seeing the ludicrousness of this competition, which probably incenses you even more. Maybe it sways your heart.
I'm very confused.
You couldn't have seen all of it because you'd see your teammates. So you didn't see...
We've seen parts of it.
You just saw parts of it.
Maybe
Or-
we saw the first couple rounds that
Yeah.
our teammates were not in.
Yeah,
you know.
and then that just goes to prove how oblivious they are to the suffering of these people.
Yeah.
Which helps justify what they say about them, even though you've seen that they're clearly not monsters. However, Colin has told you that you will be attacking from 2 different fronts, or rather ready to attack from 2 different fronts, and that Colin will go in and speak first.
Okay, we want to be there.
Okay, he agrees to that.
Okay.
And then what happens essentially is as you guys are walking up, explosions all around you.
Oh no.
Everyone strikes into battle. Please. Everybody. And I mean everybody, which means you guys will be rolling twice.
Oh,
Roll
shit.
initiatives.
Oh, shit.
Boo, 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 boo.
Oh, that's not the right.
Oh, look,
That's
it's
not
going
right.
as Oliver and as Adamaya. Do you see that? That's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I have both of their character sheets up.
I didn't get one.
Oh, yeah. But that's cool for
You're
you guys
right.
to know if you ever
Because
double
this is
play.
temporary characters don't get a full character sheet. They just get a temp character sheet.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I would say
that's supposed to
Tristan
be
probably rolled the
Pollyanna.
5, and that Will rolled a 6.
Oh, I
'cause
should have
that
pulled out my
-1
turn
would
order
apply.
first. I've missed all of this. Okay, hold on. I'll do it.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Okay, so I need you. Bad turns. Tristan, what'd you get?
Tristan got a 5.
Oh wow, Tristan. Oliver, what'd you get?
4.
Pollyanna Cracker, what'd you get?
A 24.
Okay, Pollyanna, going very early.
A 24. Oh, I don't have all my health.
So we just have come out of a battle, if you remember. So you probably are already partially weakened.
Yeah.
But as an Armaya, you should.
Now Armaya will be fully.
No,
healed.
but Oliver. Oh, but he only used one spell?
Yeah, we just had that
Oh,
battle
because
with
I
the
changed
mayor.
into a toad.
Blinkety boppity.
Yeah, that's
Going
right.
to the other side of the battle. We need you. We need you. We need Armaya and Inara.
Oh, so I've already done wild shape once, so I can only do it one more time.
Yes, exactly.
Oh no, but wait, what's I have wild shape and then I have separately combat wild shape that does not have things underneath it. So I guess it doesn't matter if it's in battle.
I think what combat wild shape does is it lets you use wild shape
Oh,
as a bonus action.
Yeah. It says it right there, right underneath.
Okay, Armaya, Inara, you got a 3.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening with your rolls? I've never seen
I know,
such
these
low
are
initiative
terrible.
rolls. Armaya, what'd you get?
9. And I have a +6 to my initiative for Armaya.
Unbelievable, these initiative rolls. Pollyanna.
I rolled a natural one on
There's no way you're not going first. But I have to roll for Froggy and Will, so let's see.
Oh, I rolled for Will.
Oh, what did you get?
Whoa.
What'd you
I got
get?
6.
A 6. Incredible. We have a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Jason, where are you
Hey-o.
going? Where are you taking us?
Those are
I
my
wanna
those
make-
are my
I wanna make
portents
popcorn
from
while we have battle,
from
so
that
I'm gonna
night.
make
And Froggy got a
That feel
13,
good.
which in this crowd is like a 400. So, starting Pollyanna Cracker. Pollyanna, you have been blown to the side. And here's how this is going to work. I'm going to cut out Armaya and Inara for now.
Okay.
And we're going to deal with this side of the battle.
Oh,
What
okay.
happens is you guys were blown off the stage by an explosion, which we already rolled for and took damage for. You were blown off to the side. As you were blown off, Pollyanna, you were blown amongst a bunch of soldiers
Mhm.
who immediately surrounded you and started attacking.
Mhm.
Oliver, you see Pollyanna being surrounded by these Termina soldiers and being attacked. And Tristan, you also are blown pretty free of this and are watching as your teammate gets blown. Cypress was blown in the
My
opposite.
hit point is I lost 1 hit point.
You lost 1 hit point. That's all that's happened.
Yeah.
Cypress was blown in the opposite direction. You don't see him around you. So, Pollyanna, you are surrounded by 3 Terminus soldiers who are already coming at you. You're like clearing your mind from the explosion that sent you here. What do you want to do?
What are the red?
The red are Owlin fighters who are ready to fight.
Okay.
Also, just you're not seeing, and I'm not putting it on the map, there are a bunch of Owlins in nets all around you.
Can I? Is it too early to use my ultimate move?
Oh my god, stop it.
Ultimate move.
Sorry.
I love
just
that.
so tempted to do it.
It will come into play today. I'm
All right, I guess
Even though we have 45 minutes, so I'm gonna
attack with my 3 trowels, I suppose.
You have 3?
2 trowels?
Were
I
your
thought you
hidden
only had
cows?
2.
I'm gonna let you bonus speed.
Do you guys know what a
into dance.
trowel is, audience?
Wait, bonus what?
I'm gonna let you bonus into your dance. instead
Okay,
of
thank
taking
you.
the whole
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
to
So
do it.
hidden trowels.
What is the dance called?
The dance of the 7 trowels.
Ballet, you mean?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's gotta have an owl in it. Ballet.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't know what a trowel is, it's a gardening tool. It's kind of
It's
like
a little
pointed shovel. It's a pointed shovel. So she attacks with trowels because she can only use attacks with the word.
21 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit. Absolutely.
She doesn't use Mowl or dance. No.
Oh.
I like that one.
Well, okay, but she does use bowel room dancing.
I came up with that.
Yeah,
one.
that was
I'm proud
from
of
that
that
was
one.
a
Did I do
Bianca.
that wrong? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
No, so do roll 3d4 plus
Oh,
9.
I see what I did. I
Plus
see what I
9. I'll ignore that. Roll 3d4 plus 9.
No.
We are waiting for the 3d4
It's not,
plus
why
9.
isn't it doing it? What am I doing wrong?
/r space.
It's definitely over 30 seconds.
I'm sorry.
3d4 plus 9.
And the plus 9 is supposed to be separate, right? There we go.
There it
Sorry.
goes.
I
Okay,
don't know
14
why-
points of damage. But are you spreading these out or doing them?
I'm doing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so then it's 4 points to the first guy and 5 to the other 2.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Smike, smike, smike. They are all around you. The Owlin soldiers jump into action. They are fighting against the Terminus soldiers. I'm going to do a quick roll for all of them and see how it's going. 4d20, but I'm going to speed up because we are definitely on the 30-second rule, and I need to get my phone out for that.
Nathan is here. Hi, Nathan.
What's up, Beard?
Welcome, Nathan. Welcome to our incredibly incredible show. Okay, 30 seconds is ready to go. The Allen soldiers, 2 of them whack into some of the Terminas, but no deaths, and most of them miss. Froggy is not on this side. Terminus soldiers go. 3 of them attacking attacking Pollyanna. They have advantage on their attacks.
No, Polly.
What's your AC, Pollyanna?
Please don't hurt me. It's 12.
That NatOne and that critical hit, an incredible pair. Advantage gives it the critical, but everyone else misses, so it's just 1 crit hit. That's insane.
Thank gosh. Thank Owl.
They all had advantage, and I rolled 6s and 5s.
Pollyanna can't be hit.
Okay. Pollyanna is a good dancer.
She's like she's like
Yeah. Yeah, that's you've never seen such good ballet.
This damage is multiplied by 2. You take 12 points of damage.
Oh goodness. So
What do you have?
you have 1 point left. You have 13.
I will be back.
You have 1 point left.
Owl be
You have
back.
1
I
point.
have 1 point left?
I'm gonna
If
say
it's 12.
I'm gonna say. Well, you have 13 hit
oh.
points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go up to 13 before this starts. So I'll put you at 1.
Okay.
You don't have to use it yet. Armaya.
No, you said no.
Sorry, Armaya's not here. So Will's not here. Tristan, you're up.
We can't even see them in our thing.
Yeah, what
Tristan.
we'll do is we'll do 2 rounds of battle here, and then we'll flip to the other screen.
Okay, so the red guys are my friends. The green guys are my enemies.
Yes, for Tristan.
Yep, great. I can't move Tristan where I'm currently in the thing that I'm... Oh, wait, there he goes. There he goes. I figured it out. Great. Awesome. I'm going to attack this green dude right here, and I'm going to flank him for advantage. And here we go with my little Warhammer.
Oliver, you're next.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit.
I got a 20.
Absolute.
Boom, baby.
Nice.
That is 11 points of damage.
That takes him out.
Nice.
Crack.
Woo!
Tristan,
I send my axe into his chest, and he goes flying off the tree, falling hundreds of yards to the ground.
Tristan, you send your axe into his chest, and his helmet falls off, and you see that it is a 13-year-old boy. And then, as you're like shocked by this, he falls off the tree.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Like we forgot that they were kids.
We forgot.
We forgot that they were kids.
Well, and Tristan and Cypress.
Tristan never knew.
No,
They
but
never knew.
Bianca was
We both
shocked.
went,
We were both like, like we didn't know.
Oh no, I fully remember they were children.
Oliver, who doesn't know that they're kids, it's your turn.
So I morph into a brown bear. I'm gonna do a brown bear because I can only do one shape, and I'm gonna come over here to advantage, and I'm gonna multi-attack.
Yes, you do.
I've never used this before. Oh, okay. I'm gonna bite and claw.
They're both hits, so you don't even need to roll your stuff. Do you want to hit the same person twice?
Oh, good question.
Or do you want to hit?
I
two
would like
different
to
people?
hit this one and then this one.
Okay,
get to
you
me.
damage the first one and you kill the second one.
Nice.
Good.
I do think that was the right.
And I'm like trying to tell Pollyanna like I've got you, but it's just like.
Inara is on the other side. Pollyanna, you're up.
I would like to move to be adjacent to Oliver, and I will lead. You follow, Oliver. I'm enlisting your age, and I'm using my allure.
Yes, I forgot about those.
Yes.
Wait, what is this? Your what?
I am
Okay, wait till you hear this.
enlisting your aid, and I'm using my allure at 2 targets at advantage. It doesn't
So-
cost you anything.
Wait,
It's just
you have
because
to
you're my
say what
friend.
happens.
Allure.
My allure. Oh, I have to like in game.
Yeah.
I have to story it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this big bear comes up and just completely gets rid of one of the fighters in front of me and growls at me. And as his paw is like coming back up, ready to swipe the next one, I dance inside of it and I say, "Oliver, I'll lead you follow." And then,
I'll lead.
Yeah. And then your bear arm sort of like swings me against the 2 opponents, and with that extra speed, I'm doing such a dazzling little owl dance that hopefully they are completely paralyzed.
She can only, just so you know, she can
cool.
only use this move if she's next to Oliver.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
It's a dance. She
Cute.
does dance moves, but some of hers only activate if she's standing.
You're
next to
basically
Oliver.
like flamenco twirling me into as a bear and an owl, and so like my feathers
Can I
go
do
like
a
my
trick?
skirts. Yeah, and I'm like, oh.
What is
This
the?
image of a
14.
bear dancing with an
They are
owl.
both completely mesmerized.
Ah, I've paralyzed them with my dance.
Okay, they are watching both of you twirl and spin with a bear.
Yeah.
And both of them are completely mesmerized, which means they will not move until they succeed at a save or are damaged. But until then, they are not going to act.
I don't think I have a bonus action.
I don't think you do, unless you want to use one of your specials.
No.
Owlin soldiers are up. These 2 are losing their fight. Let's see how they do today or
Can I
this
ask
round.
a quick question?
Okay, one of them bumbled. Yes.
If I'm in a wild shape and I have a reaction that is I have a bonus action that is a cantrip, I can't use it if I'm in a wild shape, right?
Correct. You can't
Okay.
you can't cast spells as an animal.
Okay, great.
Frog is not here. Terminus soldiers are up. The 2 that are close to you are dead. These 2 kill their Owlin. These 3 kill their 2 Owlins.
Oh my gosh, no, not the owlins.
And they are charging forward. They are, of course, just children.
Still, I'm gonna choose the animals over the people.
Well, of course, you are. But Aramaya might not. And it's Aramaya's turn. No, it's not. It's Will's. No, it's not. It's Tristan's.
Oh my god.
So I feel like I saw my friends
You did,
before
Tristan.
I got blasted
You
out of this
saw
tree
your
branch.
friends before they get blasted. The only thing that might stunt you is that Pollyanna was getting like gangbanged, but
Whoa,
she's now like
inappropriate.
Well, she was like surrounded by like 5 bad guys, but now they've kind of turned.
say it
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay. She was being ganged up on.
Yeah, there we are. There we are.
But they were but they seem to have handled it. They've killed some and they've mesmerized others. So I think that Tristan could leave them to their, to their own self.
Okay. So then I would like to, before I bring my axe into any other more children, human children at that, I would like to find my team on this branch. I'd like to roll for like athletics to run along these branches and find them.
Yeah, I mean, especially because Tristan, at this point, I think memories of you killing some of the other soldiers already hit you, and you kind of realize you have been killing, like, kids.
Yes. Well, wait, I want to, like, look across the battlefield and see if anybody else has their helmet off to see if, like, it was a fluke, the kid that I just killed, or if it was, like, everybody's a child.
I will take it as a bonus action as a perception check.
Okay. Yeah, I want to do that just right now, just to see if I, like, understand what's happening. And then if I don't understand, then I'll go kill more people.
Okay, you are...
Oh, we got a 20. Okay.
You are catching that they are frail, they are thin, they are short. If they are human, they're probably all teenagers or something of that ilk.
Yeah. So then I would like to hightail it across this branch or whatever to try and run through the battlefield and find my friends.
Okay, you can use your movement as normal if you want to give me some sort of like athletics check to get past this giant leap that is required. I'll take that. Or
which direction do I need to go in?
The left
the
is
tree,
the stage.
The tree leads
You
me.
were blown from the left.
I was blown from the left, so I want to run toward the left.
Yes.
Copy that. Okay, great. I'm going to do an athletics check. And then remind me how many squares I can move.
You can move 12 with a good check, which you just rolled with a 16. You can now move 12.
Okay, great. I'll count that out. Do diagonals count or no? Is it just up and down, right and left?
I'm okay with diagonals.
Okay, great. So I'll just move me and then you can move on.
Okay, Oliver, you're up.
I'm going to bear attack. I'm gonna come around.
Yeah,
no, he's still at disadvantage. Well, no, can I come around this way?
So the guy in front of you cannot do anything. You can move at free will. There's no opportunity attack.
There isn't.
He can't move.
Yeah.
So,
but don't hurt him.
If I come here?
If you go there, you're totally fine. They can't attack you if you want to attack them. It's almost a free kill because you'll basically get auto crit.
I'll leave it for Polly. But my question is, which way? I can't get advantage though, right? Because there's not another on either side here. Because there's not another teammate. I was trying to get advantage.
You're right. I don't think you can get advantage.
Okay, well, I'm just going to come here anyway.
Okay.
And do a multi-attack, a bite, and a claw.
It's a hit, and it's going to kill both of them.
Ha-ha!
Damn, good rolls.
Jet.
Although I'm no longer near you. Oh, but there's no one to mesmerize near you anyway.
Oliver, as you like claw through them, their helmets tumble off, and you also see that they are very young.
Okay, I'm very confused. Oliver is very confused.
For sure. I think the youngest fighting you guys would probably be 8 or 9, but most of them are older than that. That would be pretty rare to see one of the 8 or 9 year olds.
Pretty young.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course it is. Pollyanna. At this point, we're going to flop over to the other side.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Switch
shit.
characters, everybody.
Oh, shit.
Jason, you don't have a character sheet for Will, but he has basic attacks. You'll just roll a d20, and I'll tell you what happens.
All right, sounds good.
Alan's soldiers are up, and on the other side of the battlefield, you guys see the explosions go off, and chaos pretty quickly erupts amongst your ranks. This is not what was planned. This is not what you were told would happen.
Yeah.
But before you can even react, the Owlins are now responding with very violent behavior.
Okay, so I think that they attacked us.
Maybe.
That's what Adamaya thinks, because I didn't know there was explosives set up. I didn't know anything.
Right.
So I'm thinking they knew we were coming somehow, and we just walked into a trap.
And pretty instantly, Owlins, including Talon McClaw, surround Froggy and Will and start attacking them. They are coming at the pair pretty aggressively. There's one crit, and there's 4 hits. I'm going to just say that Froggy and Will are both on 1 hit point at this point.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to pass it over to Aramaya.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm going.
Oh boy. Oh,
Will is up next.
I'm gonna race on over there. Well, no, I don't have to race anywhere. I'm gonna chromatic orb them. Oh no, wait, I can shatter them. No, I can't because I'll hurt the boys. Okay, so I'm gonna chromatic orb of acid.
You could shatter outside of the boys and hit a good chunk of them without hitting the boys.
Oh, can I do that?
You can at least hit. I think
like you could
hit,
shatter like the tree trunk and have it be hitting the owls.
Or you can go after the most aggressive of them, which is Talon. He looks the buffest.
Okay, can I take my thing back? I already rolled it.
Oh, you might want to keep that roll.
Okay, but that's only gonna hit one of them. All right, so I'll go for Talon.
Okay, well
I got a crit.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah, you got a crit with 25 damage. I mean, fuck, you just take Alan right out.
Oh,
so
fuck.
Talon comes down and is like coming after Froggy. And you see the other like warriors like jabbing, but you see this one in particular who looks twice as fast, twice as nimble, has cooler weapons and a cooler outfit. And he lands and
That guy's a cooler outfit. I'm gonna attack him.
and he goes after Froggy, and you like instinctively like respond with just
It's acid.
yeah. So
Do
you
I kill him?
You like wipe him out, and he's like screaming.
Oh my god.
He's like
His feathers are
yeah, they're like falling off him, and he's screaming and like writhing on the ground.
Oh, brutal.
I'm gonna go ahead and put an X on him.
Oh, brutal.
Wow.
Will, you're up.
Okay, first I'm gonna perceive as Will if I see the owl that took Brittany. And her name is Brittany, and she insisted that you pronounce the T.
Ah.
How does she spell it?
Normal, but just that T has to be pronounced. Is that okay to roll for that? Like to be like, do I see, I got a 14, do I see do I recognize any of the owls as being the one that grabbed her, or no?
Sure you do. One of the owlins is exactly the one who grabbed your beloved. You can tell by the one eye that has been clawed away from him and that famous fish smell.
What?
Yep. Smells like fish. No one knows why. No one trusts it.
All right, and then I just like rage lunge for Hootie and the Blowfish.
I'll
That
give
is
you
so
advantage
dumb.
on your attack.
Hootie and the Blowfish?
Well, he smells like fish.
Oh
so
my god, that's
Hootie,
very funny.
Hootie and the Blowfish. It was which guy? This guy can be this guy?
Yep, you can be whoever you want.
Okay, so he's that guy, and I just go ham on him. And I'll just roll a d20.
Whoa!
Oh!
Critical hit!
Whoa! That's
Nat
like
20.
almost 2 in a row.
Whoa!
You can do whatever you like to this body. I'll tell you what. You can take out him. You can take his friend out with him.
I want to tackle him, and I want to fall off the branch.
Oh, that's what you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like with him.
Yeah. So you tackle him and you fall off the branch. There's this like piece sticking out right here. And you catch onto it. And he holds onto your foot.
Yeah.
And
What?
his,
You're gonna
like,
die.
And his like wings are flapping, but you've already like you netted him or something.
I say this is for Brittany, and I kick one of his wings and break it.
Whoa.
And I've been playing a lot of God of War. And then I say this is for my people, and I kick his other wing and I break that.
Ooh, boy.
And he falls screaming.
No, wait, and then with like my like awful like tattooed scarred face, I like lean in and I say, and this is for me, and then I kick him right in the face.
Yeah,
And
you get him.
He screeches this like sick owl screech as he falls to a death.
What does it
An
sound like?
Ironic death. It sounds like this. No.
Stupid. You're so So dumb.
So dumb.
Oliver's not here, but Inara is. You're up, Inara.
Inara is going to cast Sleep. Have any of these guys taken any hits at all? No, right?
No.
Fuck. Alright, I am casting Mage Armor on myself, I think.
Is that action or a bonus?
It's an action.
Okay.
And then I am... Aramaya, I don't think we should fight this.
I was trying to protect Froggy. Wait, we haven't seen our teammates.
No.
What do you mean? They attacked us first. We have to defend ourselves.
We don't know the facts.
Okay, it looks like no one wants to talk right now.
And
so-
also, I will say, Inara, you are also watching Will get blasted off of an edge and like fighting against holding onto a ledge and like kicking someone free.
I know, but I also just saw him just viciously maim another creature.
If you can get them to stop
I'm
fighting
still
and
not
talk-
super used to violence. Like
Yeah, if you want to play that, play that.
Yeah, I think like he like now is all mangled and he just like shouted something with so much aggression. I was like, I don't know, we should fight. Like this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. He's like all in, and you're like.
I mean,
seeing
so
it
is
for the first-
Adamaya.
You're like seeing this for like the first time.
Right, and I don't immediately think I don't have a background in war, and just to justify, like,
Right.
when the explosion happens and we came out fighting, and all of it, like, my instinct would be like, everyone is just all fighting now. You know, it's just like I'm not immediately like they must have attacked us because I don't think
Yeah,
strategically.
you're
that
not
way.
used to war like Aramaya is.
Right, exactly. So I'm just like, like this went bad immediately.
Okay, well then I look at you and I say, if you're not going to fight, you need to protect yourself and you need to go hide somewhere because I can't protect you and fight. So you need to figure something out.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think maybe I will Twilight Step just out of combat. Or not out of combat, but out of in the immediate vicinity of an enemy.
The Allen soldiers come in at Froggy, and there's a lot of them.
No.
Oh.
Oof, miss, hit. Incredible. 5s and 4s abound for the DM tonight. Let's... 10 points of damage is still enough to take Froggy almost to death, but not there. He's got 2 hit points left. Froggy, you see this whole crowd of Allen soldiers just descending upon this child. He's in his armor. They don't see it. But you know, and you see him exactly what he is. That is, you can see that Froggy is close to death. Termina gets a turn. I'm going to see how they're doing really quick. There's 8 of them around.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4 really good solid hits from the Termina. They take out one of the Allens over here, and they're not fighting over here, but they take out this guy over here. Aramaya, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to do Shatter. It's on 10 feet. So how many squares is that?
So it's 10 feet radius.
Yes. Wait, no. It says 60 feet, 10 feet.
Okay,
Range,
so-
60 feet. Yeah, area, 10 feet.
So you pick a spot, and it goes 10 feet away from that. So really, that's a 4x4 square.
Okay, so I'm going to do, like, this guy and, like, this guy.
Yep, you can hit all 4 of them, actually.
Oh, really?
You
But
can-
not hit him?
Yep, if you, like, center it right here, it goes 2 squares every direction.
But I wouldn't hit this guy.
You would not hit that.
Okay, great. So I thought what's his face is already down.
He is.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god!
You're destroying these adorable owls.
And the way it happens is what does it say? The description of this is really cool. A sudden loud ringing sound.
And
painfully
all of them
intense.
fail their saves.
Wow.
Erupts from a point of your choice, like a
Down,
loud ringing
boom,
sound. So it's like I
down,
reach up to the
boom,
sky
down,
and like
boom,
electricity is like coming out of my fingertips, and all of a sudden it just like appears where they're at and like sizzles them out. With a loud ringing.
3 of these Owlin soldiers are wiped out. Froggy is only surrounded by 1 person now. Inara, it's your turn.
Greg, I think Will got dropped from the turn order.
Oh, he's on the
yeah.
other side. Oh,
No, Will. He
Will-
went
Yeah,
before
he's
me.
here. Yeah, and he's here. He's on the branch.
thank you.
Yeah.
He went before you?
Uh-huh.
Will, what do you want
Yeah,
to do?
I had a 6.
I don't know how you got dropped, Will, but thanks. Oh, because I accidentally deleted Will.
Oh.
And I undid it, but it didn't undo it on the turn order. I understand. Will, take a turn.
Well, I'm going for this owl right here by my buddy Froggy. I'm going for him hardcore.
Do it.
Great. Here we go.
That's a hit.
All right. Can I have a bow and arrow?
Yeah.
Okay, so I knock an arrow back from that branch, kind of like a little bit of a lower level, and I like square it up with the center of the owl, and I just let it fly.
Roll 1d8 plus 4.
1d8 plus 4. Oh shit! I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Wow. That is a kill.
Ah!
Wow, Will's taking him out left and right.
Yeah.
Boom! Will has rage. Will is angry,
Yeah.
and he is out for vengeance.
Inara.
Inara is going to use minor illusion. How big is the field that we're all on? Like, we can't see them at all, right?
What do you
Like my party members?
They got knocked to the other side of the stage, and you're on the opposite side.
So we don't see them
But
yet.
how big is the, like...
I would say you're about 100 feet away from them.
Okay, so I'm going to use minor illusion to create the sound of my voice, but, like, mega amplified.
Why?
Because I'm going to shout, like, please stop killing these children. We shouldn't fight.
Okay.
These are children.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
What did you think I was going to do?
Well, I thought you were going to be like, are my teammates here? And I'd be
Yeah.
like, that's suspicious.
Oh, no, no.
I like what you're going for, and I totally
I'm
accept
like, they're children. I don't want to fight. I don't want to keep fighting.
They're children,
This
you're
loss
saying.
of life to Inara is, like, totally crazy.
Tristan, you hear Inara's voice being broadcast saying they're children, but you recognize Inara's
Yeah,
voice.
everybody stop fighting. We shouldn't fight. These are children. You're
And
killing children.
You just experienced killing a child.
Yeah. Oof.
And
Yes.
you possibly have killed a few already.
Do you want me to narrate Tristan for a sec, or should we just stay with Inara?
No, let's stick to Tristan. Let's go over Tristan.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's Inara's turn.
he definitely, when he hears that, it just makes me, I just want to go toward the sound even more. And it gives me a little bit of an easier way to, like, pinpoint where it's coming from.
You all, Tristan, you head towards the stage. Inara, as Tristan approaches the stage, you see him. And you catch his face.
Can I talk?
Don't I
Are we
see
in
him
turn
too?
order?
Yeah, RMI.
'Cause I'm even closer.
RMI, you clearly see him as well. And you guys have cleared most of the bad guys and you're separating you.
Yeah.
Oh, I motioned for
I'm
RMI. I don't know if you have this spell.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. But I know Inara can, like, teleport, basically.
So can I. You've seen me do it.
Okay, so I'm on the stage and I point to the huge microphone and I'm like, come here, come here, come here, say it here.
Can we... Who can move... Like, what's our turn order situation?
I'm gonna go into story mode at this point.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you guys just tell me what you want to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my next Starlight step, and I'm gonna go to Tristan because I don't really know what he's motioning. I just see him frantically
You
motioning.
see him. You haven't.
Yeah, and I
known
just
at all.
immediately like pink.
Bink.
Yeah.
And Aramaya,
Froggy is okay, right? Because Talon is down.
you've saved everyone from around Froggy.
Okay, so yeah, I see her go over there, and I also follow. What do I do? Blessing of the Raven Queen over there.
Yeah, you use your ability.
And can I say, like, Will ran up the tree branch, picked up Froggy, and the two of them took off toward another owl.
Oh, to continue the fight, right? Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on stage.
yeah.
You see your companions for the first time in days.
What are you doing here?
Tristan, these are children.
Yeah, I know. Whatever you said, use that same spell and say it into this contraption right here. Everyone will be able to hear it.
Pollyanna is with just getting up on stage at the first time. She says, "What can we possibly say that could stop a war? Like everybody, no one's going to listen to us." And then Pollyanna has a stroke of genius, and she says, "Except one thing, maybe.
Oh,
why?
What's it called?
We've never performed our final performance."
Oliver? Dance with me, Big Bear.
Oliver, you're landing on stage at this moment.
Am I still a bear? Do I still need to be a bear?
I think you should transform.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know if like we were gonna fight again, so I should stay a bit because I only have one wild shape.
Yeah,
This is
you're
it.
right. You're right.
So I didn't know
but
if I
there's
should
only
stay.
one shot at ending this war.
Yeah.
It would
Okay.
be to do something so spectacular that it stops everyone in their tracks.
Oh my god, this is so stupid.
Okay,
And
so-
the
No idea
only
what's
thing that
coming.
could possibly do that is the show choir performance of the universe.
So a giant brown bear comes on stage, and Adamaya is immediately like taking Inara and like bracing herself because she's like, "What the fuck
Cypress?
is this?" And then it shrivels down into a 3-foot Oliver.
Oh! Wait, no, what's my voice? Oh, hello there. Oh, you two are great warriors.
Oliver, it's time for what we practiced.
Excuse me, I'll introduce myself in a second.
Oliver, it's
And he
time
takes his
for what we
stance.
practiced years ago. The ultimate dance move.
Do we have to roll for it?
Well, what does the ultimate map dance move do?
It's a perfectly choreographed push, pull, tension, giving, receiving, anger, walking away, reconciliation done in interpretive dance to one person.
Music?
Yes.
To one person who is singing words like, "Put it in the nest, put it in the river, I like the tree," and it's all done very interpretively.
As this is happening, like
To this music.
slowly but surely, like confusion starts to like befall over the battlefield, and the Terminus soldiers begin to look over, seeing a Termina on stage dancing with an Owlin.
Oh yes, and I immediately start dancing as well, just to join in because
and singing, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys had prepared a final performance. Please give me your roles for this final performance, and let's see if
Oh
this
my
will
God.
stop. Is it good enough to stop a war? You have advantage.
Oh!
Not that Oliver needed it.
Should I roll again just to see?
Yeah, might as well. Wow.
My first one is still better.
An 18 from Oliver.
Is that charisma?
I got a 14.
A performance is a charisma check. And Oliver, you have a plus 10 right now.
Me?
Oh, at advantage.
Sorry, Pollyanna and Oliver, you both have plus 10s right
So I got a 28?
28 is what you got.
18.
Oh!
Although it does say you use Avalor against all enemies at advantage.
Oh, don't you get an auto crit?
It says at advantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, used in performance mode, this ensures a critical success on any roll.
That is a critical success for Pollyanna. You
Oh, great.
rolled a 20, a nat 20.
Great, and grants advantage to the rolls of the
Your
entire team.
teammates got advantage,
Okay.
which we just rolled. Absolutely. You guys just gave
people
one
are
of the most
crying in
legendary
the
performances of
It's
the
one of
world.
those beautiful things anyone's ever seen.
It's absolutely one of the most beautiful things that people have ever seen in their life. They never knew that performative dance and song could collaborate to change lives. But you have, in fact, changed lives with this performance, which, out of a possible 60, reached a 54.
Right.
Oh fuck yeah! It was something along the lines of "Bye Bye Bye" mixed with like a "Hands Across America, We Are the World."
I think there was a lot going on, so why don't you two also add something that was going on in this performance?
I want to say that it's clear that a lot of the message done through the physical dance was about generosity and giving to those in need. Sort of like a subliminal message.
Which is very of the Owl and Dentrin culture is all about generosity and loving acceptance and wanting to live in harmony.
The performance confuses the battlefield. And one by one, they stop fighting and confusedly watch this performance that starts to emotionally affect them.
Art should be shocking. Art can be shocking.
And by the time you guys finish, the battle has stopped. There is an uneasy silence, as if this temporary peace could be broken by any wrong move. And in the silence, all of you please give me perception checks.
What? Wait, who? Oliver or Amaya?
Oliver, whoever's on stage right now.
So they both are, technically.
You better give 2 checks. You better give 2 checks.
Give them both? Okay.
Yep.
What is it again? Sorry.
A perception check.
Perception.
Oh, I don't perceive anything. I got an 8.
Oliver is the only one who
Wait, I have to
sees this
roll-
happening.
I have to
Wait,
roll-
Wait. I'd like to use my reroll. I haven't used it tonight.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to use mine too.
Go for it.
Amaya.
Oh my god.
Okay, Aramaya sees it.
Oh
as
my
well.
god, Pollyanna.
Oh,
yes!
All right.
I got a perfect 20, baby.
Good time to use your rerolls.
Okay, look, 15.
You also had a reroll.
Yeah. As Pollyanna.
Okay, everyone sees this.
Okay.
Good job, because
Okay.
this is an important one. As you're sighing on stage at the end of this incredible performance that has temporarily stopped a war, you notice that, or on stage jumps.
On stage jumps?
On stage jumps Froggy.
Oh.
And Froggy takes off his head. And a lot
What?
of the,
Takes off his head?
He takes off his mask.
Oh
His,
my
like,
god.
his
I
helmet.
thought for a second we
He
were...
takes off his helmet.
I was like, they're not humans? What are they?
Oh my god, I was panicking
Huge
over here. I was like,
twist.
what's happening? Oh!
Huge twist. Oliver takes off his helmet.
Not Oliver, Froggy.
Oh, okay, I drank too much wine tonight.
Ah!
Froggy takes off his helmet. And a lot of the Owlins gasp as they see the age of the people that they've been fighting. And they're shocked as they see a child. And he cries out, he says, "This isn't what Sarah wanted. This isn't what Sarah was shooting for. These aren't monsters. They're people living their lives." But
can I talk to him?
everyone who saw that perception check, which is everyone on stage, sees a shadow forming above his head as the deformed and like acid bloody Macaw Talon comes down from the ceiling, sword pointed down Sephiroth style.
Oh fuck, he's gonna get Aerith!
I don't know what the fuck that means, but...
It means he's like coming down on him above his head with a sword pointed down. And he's going to kill him unless anyone who succeeded in their perception check can successfully intervene.
And everyone did.
No, everyone saved their rolls.
May I intervene because I got the nat 20?
You absolutely can. I'm going to just give it to you, Tristan. I'm going to give it to... Is this
Will.
Tristan or is this Will?
It's Tristan.
Okay, Tristan, I'm going to give it to you.
I think Will is probably still on the battlefield. He's probably one of the people watching this.
Mm-hmm, okay.
So Tristan sees the shadow growing, pushes Froggy out of the way, and does one of those kind of roll like sword. Well, I've got a warhammer, so like I clang the sword out of the way. Like as I I shove him as I go boom and hit the sword out of the way and roll.
Yes, you do. And in doing so, he spins at an uncomfortable angle, hits the ground at a huge velocity, expecting to have broken his fall with the body of this blow. And instead just cracks his neck.
Oh my god.
And just stays silent and dead on the stage.
Wow.
Oliver is...
There is a silence in the audience.
We just watched Talon acid plunge to his death.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a shock that has befallen the audience. You have a moment to change hearts with words.
I want to call out to the crowd using the microphone. I want to call out to the crowd and I just say, "No more. No more." And I hold my hammer out and I drop it.
Oliver steps up to the mic and says,
Now do you all see what has become of us? When we fight with each other, look at what happens. Look at what happens. We are better than this. We are not animals. We are animals. We are not monsters. We can work together. We can build a harmony. Who's with me?
Can both of you?
Who's with me?
Oh, that's good.
Can both of you give me a persuasion check?
Oh, yeah.
"Ooh, do I have? Oh, I don't have great persuasion."
Oh.
Can
Oliver, you have
Oliver-
advantage.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I got a 19. Tristan got a 19.
Tristan got a 19 and Oliver got a
Okay, good.
15. And the first person to drop their blade is Will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Inara softens.
And slowly but surely the other Terminus take note and they drop their blades. The Owlins follow suit. The Owlins have been attacked and they've had some killed. It's going to be tough for them to forgive, but upon seeing that the Termina are children, and upon seeing a reality that the Owlins truly did not understand, that the effect of being removed from magic and the magic that exists in this continent is slaughtered these people. I think upon seeing that, the Owlins are willing to stop this battle.
Okay.
Because it's a pretty visceral shock to them as well.
Yeah,
Is Colin anywhere to be found, or can Will talk to the people?
I think Colin is still trying to fight.
Okay, so then I would say here's the part where Will joins everybody on stage. And he steps up to the mic and basically brief histories to everybody and says, for centuries, my people have been terrorized by the Owlins. And from the looks of it, the same can be said for your people from mine. I don't know what the answer is, but I know what it is not. And it is not that we live apart from each other, and it is not that we live separate. If there was any way I could convey to you how much I did not believe these words this morning and how true I see them now, I vow to each and every one of you to dedicate the rest of my life to ensuring a peace between our people.
With several successful throws from your team, this war has been averted.
Yeah.
Which I will very openly tell you was not the only way to end tonight.
I know. That's what I thought. I was like, we're gonna slaughter these kids.
It was definitely a like, these rules are important ones that determined how this ends. This continent could have ended very badly, but with your intervention, there is a temporary peace between these two. Temporary peace between these two tribes where they will speak to each other for perhaps the first time in a very long time.
Right, hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And in doing so, you guys have fostered the first concepts of peace amongst this continent. They do happily show you another portal that leads out of here.
Oh.
That
okay.
they know of. Another witch's knot, according to the
Oh, they were just portal guarding.
Yeah, exactly.
One of them worked, and it looks different than the others. It looks more like the traditional portals. It's made of rock. It's made of stone. It is permanent in its stasis. It leads seemingly to one place.
Oh, okay.
Do we wish to walk through it?
Yeah, together.
Can we sleep first?
Yeah, and also Oliver wanted a moment to meet everyone and the heroes, and he wanted to.
So
thank
maybe we
them.
can-
So a moment, actually, between Oliver and Leif.
Oh.
Leif finally sees Oliver, and the Dentros did get involved, and they were starting to fight as everything got called back. And after everything is said and done, Leif reaches out a hand down to Oliver and pulls him up to his shoulder.
My dear friend, I'm so glad you're okay. I didn't know where you were during the battle.
Oliver, it has come to my attention that perhaps you have strong feelings for the one known as Pollyanna Cracker. It was talked about in all of the publications, and I want you to know that I will continue to support and love you, even through your relationship.
Leif, no, you don't understand. It was never about Pollyanna. It was about you.
And he kind of like floats up to him and kisses him on the cheek and
And-
nuzzles into him.
And although you rarely see it, this 40-foot tall Dentro blushes.
I think it's little.
He
little
grows
pink
he grows a bunch of
flowers.
roses like
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
I love that. He grows a
Grows
bunch of roses
flowers.
on his cheeks.
That's so cute.
You guys have been brought to a new portal after your adventures of being apart on the continent of Macroon. This is the end of episode 12, which means we're officially halfway through our season 1.
Whoa!
And I gotta tell you, I have many plans of what has to happen before this season ends.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
So
That's worrisome.
prepare yourselves emotionally. We are done with the episode for the night.
And for the year.
And for the year. But
You
we'll be
guys.
back. We'll be back with Girls and Games.
Yes, but for D&D, this is it for the year. Thanks so much for hanging with us with D&D.
Come back
Come
because
back on
I
Thursday.
promise you I have so many wicked ideas.
He's just gonna get meaner and meaner.
Also, guys, this isn't going to be the end of content from all of us while we're taking our little 2-week hiatus. We encourage you all, if you feel so inclined, telling friends, other fellow awesome nerds that might love this about our little game here, because I think we're going to start coming out with some long form catch ups so that we can basically all be on the same page for January.
Yeah, I think that it's an easy pitch because the way I see it, anytime you guys hit a new continent, people can join in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a new
'Cause it's
story.
new for us, too.
It's a
Yeah.
new story every continent. It's a new civilization. It's a new cast of characters, and so it's pretty. And then you all have your personal stories that I can pretty quickly explain in 1 or 2 sentences. You know.
Mhm.
So I think it is easy to catch on, and hopefully we're gonna reinvest energy into finding some new audience members for the new year. But I have to say, we love doing it for the audience members we have.
Yeah.
We really do.
We
It's
really
so
do.
fun.
I mean, it's like 10
Yeah,
of us.
that's
10
a
of
We've
us
been
do it.
doing this anyway, so it's fun to do it with other
Yeah,
people.
exactly. We've been doing it on our own for 2 years.
Yeah.
So the fact that we have kind of 10 friends who watch us do it is awesome to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to get better so we can like devote more of our time to this because we can actually make money doing it. But in the meanwhile, we have so much love for everybody who's watching us, and thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and we hope you'll be back with us in the new year.
I won't be here on Thursday, so I'm gonna wish everyone happy holidays and happy New Year.
Farewell, Bianca.
Stay
we will have your
tuned
music.
to the Instagram to help us pick which commercial.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be doing some
Yeah.
polls on Instagram to see which commercial we should do.
Yes.
And now that we're officially halfway through season 1, I might be curious to ask you what you want more of. And I do want to reiterate.
That's fun.
I will be coming to NatU. That's our like you suggest stuff to me.
That's the
in our
chat
Discord.
suggests things.
Oh, great.
I will.
in
I will.
Discord.
I am just introducing elements to our game one bit at a time, and we do have a new element coming up. When we come back, you can expect to see, and this is exciting, guest stars. We are at the
really?
point of our
Fun!
game. We are at the point of our game where we are ready to introduce
Where
guests.
are we gonna put them?
We'll figure that out.
Figure it out.
We're gonna
Right
figure
here,
that
so I can
out.
just be in the...
They're gonna be right here.
They're gonna
right
be in
on
the
frame.
invisible
right here. You guys
space.
see them. You see
Yeah,
this
just
person,
gonna
right?
have their faces.
But it's time, especially since we often have one of us out of the game. It will
Yeah.
be super
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah.
Totally.
So much to look forward to. We hope that you will stick with us, and we will see you on Thursday if you love us the most. But if you don't love us the most, we'll see you in January.
Okay, bye.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye.
Born from the stories whispered in misfits and we're coming for the glory. Love to hate us cause it's scary that these rejects could be legendary. Come and have a taste, a tiny bite could poison your fate. You should know the brave, they don't fear the grave. We are the natural ones. The holy hypocrites are on their black thrones, or righteous renegades who come for their crown. We risk our all for our souls, and we raise a drink to soothe the sting that death brings. We're your favorite misfits and we're coming for the glory. Love to hate us cause it's scary that these rejects could be legendary. Come and have a taste, a tiny bite could poison your fate. You should know the brave, they don't fear the grave. We are the natural ones. We are the natural ones. The freaks are coming for ya. We've come to play. Be careful what you wish for in the devil's game. The freaks are coming for ya. We've come to play. Be careful what you wish for in the devil's game. We are the natural ones.